All right, everybody, welcome out to the Log Room Guys Craft Beer Show. It is Tuesday, August the 12th, 2025. Jersey Johnny coming at you. And with me, as always, is none other than Mr. Beer Safari, Samurai.
Like my hat. Like my hat. Just got this, actually.
Mhm.
Well, we're going to be doing a murder mystery costume party in October.
Gotcha.
And
And the murder mystery is taking place on Safari?
No. Figures if it's going to be a murder mystery, I am going as Colonel Mustard.
Ah, very nice. I do like that. I do like
and
that.
Carrie's going to go as Mrs. Peacock. She's already got the peacock feather thing, and she ordered like the funky glasses. But I also, I forgot, I've got the monocle.
Monocle.
I don't know if
that's going to be fun holding in your eye all night.
I'll just wear it like this, and every now and then go.
Right.
So, but I don't think I need this on. So
No, probably not. For those of you just listening to the audio podcast, Dave came on wearing a samurai, not a samurai,
No.
a safari hat.
How the
Safari
hell
samurai.
Hold on.
You twist it. You put it on. You put your headphones on after you put that on.
Hold on. Let's see if I can figure this out. And
he isn't listening to me first because he took his headphones
off. We are untangled.
There you go. Okay. All right. So how are you on this fine evening, sir?
And I haven't even had a beer yet. I'm tired. First of all, didn't sleep too well last night. We can't get it cool enough.
You couldn't sleep at all last night.
Just thinking. No, not thinking of you, John. Really,
you were looking at the beer you're drinking, and you were thinking of that.
No, thinking of the beer I will be drinking in a little over
a week and a half. Yeah, I know.
No, a little over a week. We leave a week tomorrow.
There you go. So you do next week's podcast, and then off you go.
And then leaving on a jet plane.
But you do know when you'll be back again. That's the difference.
I do. Well, no, not necessarily, because you never know. With the immigration laws changing on the hourly, I may not be allowed back.
Well, I mean, you trying to tell us something?
No, I just maybe the spelling of my name. He's like, no, he can't come back. Or I may have a meme on my phone that they won't let me in.
Just show them the samurai logo, and you're good to go.
So, at any rate.
So here's one packet of.
There we go. So we've got some new decals that are going to be popping up here, there, everywhere.
Ironically, they'll probably be popping up more in Europe sooner than here, because these didn't show up before I left for the trip. They showed up 2 days after I left.
Not for nothing. I don't know that tradition of putting up decal stickers or whatever in breweries is a big thing over in Europe. When I was in Germany, I didn't see it in Germany at all.
You saw one place in
Higgins. Higgins was the only place in Germany.
Right.
But they're from the U.S., so that's right. And then there was that Beer Geek bar in Prague.
Right.
And that was it.
So, yeah. Well, yeah, you'll put up a few, I'm sure. I'll go get up a couple, and we'll go.
Well, hopefully Bar Delirium will have a place to put stuff up. If it's going to be any place in Brussels, that'll be the place.
There you go.
I really don't think that Bar Bernard will have a spot. I really doubt you want to be putting anything up in Cantillon.
Yeah, they probably would frown on that.
More than likely.
Would be my guess.
Yeah, they don't like you breathing too heavy, so as to not disturb all the dust and things that live in the dust.
Exactly. So, well, on that note, our guest is coming on shortly, but not right now. He's not in the green room as most guests are.
Okay, but can we open a beer?
So why don't we open? That was my next statement. So why don't we open a beer prior to him coming on? So
okay, good. Because if we had to wait until Rod shows up, I think I may lose my mind. So
I don't know if you'll lose your mind.
Are you claiming I don't have one to lose?
It's been gone for years. I mean,
this is true. And to steal a line from Douglas Adams, went and ordered a meal that I can't afford.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me fix this.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a little better. Um, so, I'll show you what I'm drinking while
Yeah.
you weigh in the notes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a hard label. Actually, no, it's easier to read on the screen than it is right in front of me. This is called Ain't Broke. It's from Origin Beer Project. Origin Beer Project. They are in PVD, Rhode Island, as you can see on the can here. Providence, Rhode Island, for those of you not in the know. And so just carrying on the theme from last week when we had Providence Brewing on.
Right.
So,
which I took part of for about 10 minutes.
Yeah. At the beginning of it, I loused up the beginning. I think I did pretty okay in the outro. I know you have to go back and check it. You said you're going to grade me on it.
I did, and I will. I didn't get a chance to yet because I just got back yesterday and worked and so forth.
But these guys, there was a brewery called Beer on Earth, and they're right across from Moniker. And
right in that strip, like perpendicular to
the road, and so they jumped into their spot. Origin Beer Project. It's a husband and wife team. They're really, really nice. We got to talk to them, and their beer is actually pretty good. I don't think.
You don't think?
I try not to. It hurts. I don't think they had this on tap when we were there, so I don't think I had it there. So I think that's why I bought it. I'll have to check.
All right.
That's really, really good.
And this is the Czech Pills.
Yep. You know that I am actually logged in as a controller. We can both control the show, John.
Okay, well, have at it.
like right now, I can take the caption. I can remove the caption if I can find where you put it. Beep.
Oh, you know why you're logged in? And this is why the name popped up when it did.
Because I never logged out.
You never logged out.
Right.
So we're both logged in as the admin.
But I'm not seeing your caption. So you can take the caption off for a second.
Okay.
And I can put that up.
Okay, there you go. Cheers, back from LBI. First beer is Manafirkin playing Pretend Stout.
Very nice. Cheers, Brian. Welcome back.
Cheers.
You went south. John went north. You probably crossed paths somewhere along your route.
He was in LBI before I left, and he got back before I got back. So
okay. And we do have one other comment here from Mega Wink Pub. Cheers, yous guys. I like that. Yous guys.
Mega Wink Pub. You've commented before. How you doing?
How's it going?
Thanks for commenting back. Gotta take my obligatory picture here.
Oh, this is nice. This is really nice. It's got that nice it's got the nice grassy notes from the Saaz hops.
Nice.
So I know what I see over there. That's a shilling.
It is, and that's why I'm about to put that up right here. I am drinking this beer right here, Ochsen beer.
I've had that beer. It's a really good beer.
And
I bet your glass.
I'm starting heavy.
I bet your glass isn't as cool as mine.
No, I don't have a shilling. I don't have a shilling lager glass.
You got the Von Trapp.
I got the Von Trapp.
I thought you did get one of these. I was kidding around. I thought you did.
I didn't. No, the only shilling glass I have is the large.
Do that again. No,
large.
No, that's not the way you did it. You did it one hand.
Large.
Anyway, for those who are only listening, if you want to go back to the videotape, don't do it.
No, don't. Just keep listening.
You don't want to see that.
In any event, but I did buy another one of these this past trip. It will be making an appearance on the show next week. I just haven't watched it yet.
Oh, another dimpled mug, not another dimpled Von Trapp.
Not another dimpled Von Trapp, another dimpled mug. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
dimpled mugs. There are so many styles that are just perfect in a dimpled mug.
There are.
What I love about the size of this one, it's like it's at least 20 ounces, maybe a little more. It's a 16 ounce, barely fit. It doesn't fill it at all.
Cheers, by the way. There you go.
Cheers.
Look at that head.
That is beautiful. That's beautiful. It's got a little green tinge to it, but I think it's so close to the camera that the camera changed its hue settings.
No, it's because I got a little green light next to the camera. So.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, it turns a little green there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, I don't have a light on my camera. I don't want. Well, I've got one of those ring lights.
Yep.
But when I put my glasses on, you can see it, and I'm
There
really
you go.
spooky.
Nice. You got to do that on Halloween then, which is coming up.
Just coming up.
Before we know it, the pumpkin show will be here.
I can't top last year's.
No, you can't.
That was fun. That was a last second decision to do that.
That was good. That was
fun.
Good.
And if you haven't seen the show, what it is, I did my makeup like that. That subliminal flash, the demon, the subliminal flash in the Exorcist,
mm-hmm.
and I had all of the lights out,
mm-hmm.
and the only thing that was lighting me was the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually had to turn the screen's brightness down.
That's true.
To get the right effect.
It was pretty cool, but the year before his Halloween show was actually interesting. We had He Who Shall Remain First Nameless.
Oh, yes.
Broadcasting live from downstairs from his Halloween party at his brewery.
This is true.
And he could give us 15 minutes. An hour and 45 minutes later.
It usually happens. Well, remember when he was on the deck out in California? Was he in Los Angeles?
He was in Seattle.
No, he was in Seattle. He was in Seattle. That's right. And he said, "Yeah, I'll jump on for about half an hour." That was an hour and a half.
Yeah. So,
and he left because his phone died.
And that's the only reason he left. The battery went. That's it. So,
well, when you get him talking.
Otherwise, that show would still be going on, and that was 3.5 years ago. So.
Just to put it out there, Carton Brewing's 14th anniversary party is this Friday at the brewery, starting at 7.
Did we get an end time yet?
I think it's going to end when it ends.
It's one of those question mark.
I think it's going to be one of those. There was no end time set to it. Like I said, there's a good shot I may make a showing. There
you go. And if you're anywhere near the Clark area tomorrow, at 4:00 at Paragon Tap and Table. Right off exit 135 on the Parkway. The owner of Foam Brewing, excuse me. Damn it.
He's got some foam stuff.
I got some foam in my throat. Yeah. The owner of Foam Brewing will be there. Danny, what's her name? Danny, I will find out.
No, that's funny. I've got a Foam Brewing in the fridge. I've got dead flowers in the fridge. I drank it.
I've got a couple. I've got a couple in the fridge.
I drank it for National IPA Day.
Danny Casey, yeah.
Danny Casey.
I've got a couple of foams downstairs. I wonder where I get them from. In any event,
somewhere near Clark.
Somewhere near Clark, yeah.
Yes.
But in any event, she's going to be there. I will be stopping by. This is Thursday. Did I say tomorrow? I apologize if I did.
You said tomorrow.
I did say tomorrow. Wednesday. I apologize. Yeah, Thursday. Thursday at 4:00.
And before we move on, I just want to shout out tomorrow. Is love of my life's birthday, Carrie. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Carrie.
That is her birthday tomorrow, so we will be celebrating tomorrow.
Oddly enough, and this can be a segue while we still wait for Rod, this can be a segue into talking a little bit about the trip. I was...
Did you went on a trip?
I did.
Well, Portland and Boston are fun. It says it right underneath your name.
Boston and Bartland are fun. No.
So where did you go?
Went to Harrisburg and...
Peoria.
There you go.
Not to put either of those towns down.
Not at all. There's some fun places there too. But
I've never been to Peoria, but I've been to Harrisburg.
So we went up to Portland for about 4 days, and then we went to Boston for 2.5, 3 days. Visited not as many breweries as I normally do because we decided to do some other things that we don't normally do on these trips. And we've been to Boston a million times. We've been to Portland a handful as well.
Right, but you did make it to Allagash, did you know?
Did make it to Allagash last Thursday. So it was the 7th. Now here's the thing. Okay, that was the third time I had been to Allagash. All right, I've been to Allagash in 2017, in 2021, and last week. Right now, so. It was the 7th that we were there. I looked at pictures, and this is a complete coincidence. There was no planning whatsoever involved. The last time I was at Allagash was with Jess and I were with you and Kerry.
Yep.
And we were there on Kerry's birthday, August 13th.
We were at 11:30 in the morning.
At 11:30 in the morning, August 13th. Right, we were at Allagash. Now, so I have pictures from Allagash of our beers, us, whatever, from August 13th, 2021.
21, yeah.
I went back and looked at the pictures that I took from Allagash in 2017.
Yep.
We were there on August 13th.
You have a pattern.
No coincidence whatsoever. And
this time you were just a week off.
Well, there was a possibility that we were either going last week on this trip or this week on the trip. So if we had gone this week, we would have made sure we got to Allagash tomorrow, and it would have just been, I go to Allagash every 4 years on August 13th.
Apparently.
But no, so we were there.
Said it's called a pattern.
It's called a pattern. Yeah. But it really was. There was no rhyme or reason. We didn't go there because it was Kerry's birthday in 2017. We did in 2021, right. But I didn't even realize it literally until last week. When I looked back at
that's actually pretty cool. Now this time, did you go to Navarre Res this time?
We went to Navarre Res. We did.
What did you drink?
Well, I had a double dry hopped Pliny the Elder first.
That sounds god awful.
It was horrible. It's disgusting.
Yeah. What would you drink?
I'm glad I saved you from having to have that one.
Yes, thank you for that. Right. Yeah.
And then I followed that up with a 2021 or 20. It was 2020 or 2021. Thomas Hardy barley wine.
I can probably find it. Actually, no, because our group has been so chatty lately. I would have to go back about 15,000 shit.
I could pull it up. The quickest I could pull it up is on my Instagram.
On your Insta? On the Insta? There's Sacred Profane. That's before Sacred Profane, was it not?
So yeah, here it is. I'm sorry, did I say Thomas Hardy? My bad. It's J.W. Lee's I had.
The Lee's.
2021 J.W. Lee's Harvest Ale.
I love that they've named their brewery after the crap that's left over in the bottom of your glass.
J.W. Lee's Harvest Ale, right there.
That's still a damn good beer.
And look at the glass it's in.
Glassware, it says, I'm reading it. It's not clear enough.
It's Oxbow.
Oh, it's an Oxbow. That's nice.
And that was the double dry hop Pliny the Elder.
There you go.
So, but they
look like barricade glass or barrique. I'm sorry.
It's not. It's not barrique. That was actually the 15th anniversary of Navarre Res.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
it does look like Barrique's logo. Mm-hmm. So, at any rate, so where else did you get to?
So so that was the first day we were there. So like, we got up there on Tuesday last week. We went to Bissell Brothers, and had some amazing beer there.
Oh, I thought you got some brushes.
No, that's not Bristle Brothers. Bissell Brothers.
Oh, did you get a vacuum?
Yes, it was a vacuum. That place sucked. Let me tell you. See what I did there? But no, we went up there. That was fantastic, and they have some really tasty food there at Bissell too.
Did they? What did they have?
They did. They had wings. We had wings. We had a hummus platter, which was pretty tasty, and we had some other things as well. But we do have a guest that just joined us.
Let's bring the guest on.
Why don't we bring? Should we bring the guest on now, or what do you think?
Yes, because we've got a comment, and I think our guest would probably
love to take a stab at it.
Yes, would absolutely love to take a stab at that.
All right, so let me just do this a second here. Okay, that's not. There we go. I'm just looking at. I have to paste something in here, and you added a bunch of stuff last week.
I done did.
All right. So anyway, let's bring on our guest. How are you? Welcome to the show, please, Mr. Rajay. How are you tonight, sir?
There is.
Your mic's not on.
It's colorful. It looks beautiful.
All right. Well, here I'll put his. There you go.
Let's see. There he is. Podcast host and beer adventurer extraordinaire. So let's see. Well, let's see. Rod's working out some technical issues on that end.
All right. Is he muted on this? I don't think so.
No, he's not muted.
No, he's not. No, look at him.
That's
so. So anyway, we went to Bunker after Bissell, and then we got lobster rolls for dinner and went to Navarre Res, and that was day one. So.
Very nice. No, we still can't hear you, Rod.
Still can't hear you, Rod. You want to bail out and come back in? Maybe that'll help. Give it a try.
Give that a shot.
Let me see. You hear me?
There he is.
There you go.
Something going on. Hold on. I'm hearing playback in my head. So.
Oh, okay. So, but we can actually hear you now.
We can hear you now, Tony. So
but he's
if you bail, it might actually solve it if you bail out and come back in.
All right, I'll come back.
All right.
There we go.
So there I know how to get out.
So really quick, day 2, we went up and we did a bunch of other things. We went up to Booth Bay to the Botanic Gardens, but we went to Foothill Brewing, Footbridge Brewing in Booth Bay Harbor. Foothill, no. And then we stopped at Maine Beer Company on the way back. And that was it. And then we had some Thursday went to Allagash, Bellflower, and so forth. The Definitive, of course, and the others across the street from Allagash. Friday was Sacred Profane on the way down to Boston.
Their tank room.
Oh, okay, right in the tank room. Had a couple burgers there too while we're there.
See, now hold that thought, because that now ties into the comment that we've got.
All right, I will put that Megawake. We'll put that comment up in just one hot second.
Well, let's put it up now. We can start talking about it while we're waiting for Rod to jump back in.
All right. Megawake Pub says, "Can you guys put into words what Pilsner or Kel was like on draft in the '90s?" You know what? Let's get Rod on here and let's all comment on that one. So,
is it better? Hear me?
We can hear you now. Yes, we can.
There you are.
Yeah, apparently Restream doesn't like my voice mod. It's having issues there. So.
Oh, okay.
I've been having a couple of issues with Restream.
Wait a second. Do you have a voice mod that makes you sound like Barry White? Is that what it is? I want one.
It'd be funny if he comes in. It'd be funny if he came on and said, "All right, guys, I'm sorry, I had to turn my voice mod off."
Because Rod's got such a great voice.
It shows it working in the voice mod, but Restream is not picking up audio when it's on that mic setting. So I just switch it back to just the main mic by itself.
That's crazy. Look, Restream is working out a lot of kinks. We've been using them since the beginning of the year. All right.
Yeah.
And only because we were with StreamYard, and StreamYard decided to charge $3,000 a minute for the whole service anymore. Yeah.
So, you gotta wait tonight to get the unlimited time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how with the knock on wood, I benefited from it. I kept my old plan. I guess because I do enough hours over there. It's like $10 a month. But other people I knew that had a plan. They were like, "No, we're taking yours to like whatever 50 or 60, whatever the number was." I'm like, I don't know. Somehow I got through. So
kudos to you. You definitely did. But yeah. So we this is you get what you pay for though, right? So we're paying a lot less for a Restream, but
you are, yeah.
You got to deal with
But like the $10 a month, I'm not losing that much from the people that are paying more, really. I mean, I get like 50 hours of storage and a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm like, who's really the sucker here? And I don't have the StreamYard logo either. They took that off for the $10 plan. So yeah.
That's good. That's good. So let's get back to this comment really quick. Well, first of all, let's officially once again welcome you to the show, Rod.
Yep. Appreciate you.
Thank you for coming on tonight. We appreciate it.
We've
been looking for the Beer Adventurer Extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been looking forward to this since we booked it, at the beginning of last month. But
absolutely.
Always have a great time when you come on. And Dave and I do have to reciprocate. A little reciprocity there for one of your shows.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Now that I'm resettled back in Cincinnati here, and getting things rolling again. So yeah, definitely I get you guys on.
Nice.
So I was talking about the trip I went on. I'm sure you saw a couple of my posts. Went to Portland and Boston last week for a week. 4 days in Portland and then a couple days in Boston, but 2.5. And then but ironically, though, when we were first planning the trip, the original thought was to go west, and we were going to hit Cincinnati for a couple of days.
Oh, shit. That would have been cool.
Pop over to Louisville first, then back to Cincinnati, either or, and then come back and hit Pittsburgh on the way home for a day or two, and then come home.
Yeah, because you love Pittsburgh.
Love Pittsburgh, yeah. So obviously, had we done that last week, you and I would have been having a couple of beers together at some point last week.
At least a couple.
Yeah,
probably.
at least a couple.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually gonna be back on home soil here on the weekend, so I gotta come back up there to Jersey for my mom's 80th birthday. So,
Oh, very nice.
I'll be up there. Coming
80,
in
God bless her.
Friday to Tuesday. So
Friday to Tuesday.
yeah.
All right. So
We're taking it down to the shore on Saturday or Sunday. She doesn't know. She wants to go to the shore one of those days. But yeah.
which beach?
I have no idea. I haven't been to a beach in Jersey in so long. I mean, last time I was to a Jersey beach was back in the 90s, I think, and it was my wife's first time up there, and she's like, "I don't see anybody out here." Well, nobody goes in the water here in Atlantic City anymore. So it's kind of like she walked out there, was like nobody out there. Get going to Wildwood or go to some of the other spots out there, Asbury Park or some other area. But it was just like,
well, if you go to Asbury Park, you're gonna have to let me know because I live 5 minutes from Asbury Park. So
okay,
and the beach is that way from me right now. So
not that far at all.
Yeah.
Being 80, she wants one more ride down the or stroll down the boardwalk. So,
very nice, very nice. Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to be running the autumn festival, I think, this weekend.
I believe you're right.
In the convention center.
Yep.
So
that'll
be nice.
What's we call it? So let's that will be very nice. So you have to let me know that, and if you have any if you hit any breweries while you're in Jersey.
If I had some time there or whatever, see what we want to do. I always make a visit over to Roger Wilco to see what they usually got there.
Oh, yeah.
I can usually find some stuff in there.
They have some good stuff for Roger Wilco, as always. That hasn't changed.
And then my one buddy up there, BJ, he actually does the Joe Canals in Marlton. And if you gotta check out his beer, if you gotta check out his beer channel, he does YouTube and stuff now too. It always like shares the stuff they got over there. So he'll get occasionally some good finds. And it's funny, that's the ones that I went to, like Martin's Liquors. That used to be an old one down there outside Morristown. Go in there, and I'm actually
Martin's in Morristown, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink a Firestone Walker in a bit. But I went there and they had the Firestone Walker, and I forgot which one it was. They did a couple of them in the brown box version, right? Where you go, it's like $13, $15. They were $6 a bottle.
$6 a bottle?
$6 a bottle.
That's below cost.
Yeah,
wow.
So I was like,
it really is.
I took the rest of them and brought them back.
Oh my god!
Sweep that shelf off.
Yeah, so it's always nice when you find some good deals.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of good stores down that way. So
yeah.
But yeah, I actually have Sunday free. The wife is working all day and I'm off. So
oh wow, there you go.
Yeah.
Have you guys been out to my buddy's spot, Spellbound?
Oh yeah.
You guys been out there?
Which one of the three is your buddy?
I went to school with Steve.
Okay.
Yeah. Not Mike, not John. Steve.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm not Steve. I'll say Steve. Scott.
I know.
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I was gonna say I thought it was Scott, but he knows better than I do.
No, Scott.
I met Scott.
See, I'm nervous when I'm on the show here. I'm nervous. I just say.
How can you be nervous? You've got your own show.
You're always nervous.
When he's running it, he's fine.
Yeah, I'm running. I'm fine. I'm a guest. I don't know how to get my mics to work or anything like that and everything. So
and you never know what John's gonna do.
Exactly. Never know. I got to pull this up here. Is it this one? No. Where is it? I think I might have done this already. Hold on. Nope, it's not there. There it is. It's got to be in this one here. Here we go. This is.
What do you got there, Johnny?
A photo with all of us and me, John, Matt, Mike, Jim, and Scott. There you
go.
Yeah. There you go. At Spellbound. That was their 8th anniversary, that picture. Yeah. Which was a very good, I believe it was a barley wine they did for their 8th anniversary. So that was pretty good.
Well, I don't want to put this comment on much.
Yeah, let's get back to that. We'll get back to that combo in a minute. Let's talk about this for a second. First of all, Mega Wink Pub says Spellbound is top notch.
Yeah.
Let's pop back up his comment before Mega Wink Pub. Can you guys put into words what Pilsner Urquell was like on draft in the 90s?
How old does he think I am? How old do you think you guys are?
I'm old enough.
I guess I get at that point turned 21 in 91. So yeah. So I would have been old enough. Yeah. I don't remember really being on draft as much though. I just remember the bottle. It wasn't. I was down in West Virginia, so it wasn't something we usually had. I mean, we were still going. We were going 91, 92, 93. It was going through like the Red Dog, the MGD years.
Yeah, I mean,
You didn't get to always get to see. I mean, it was for me. It was like the college type stuff coming to college, so we didn't really have like Pilsner Urquell. That'd be like a fancy word for a lot of us,
Right. Well, like
back then,
I'm thinking because I was 21 a little before that, but still, it at that time, whenever there was a college type party or an age appropriate party, if you will, and couple that with the fact that there wasn't anywhere like a minuscule fraction of the amount of liquid we have today.
Yeah.
Right. And even stuff coming in from imports and stuff like that. We didn't have access to a lot of stuff, mainly because it didn't exist, right?
Yeah.
The amount of craft beer and I'm glad we're talking about this because that'll bring me up to a point that we'll talk about later on, but briefly anyway. But we had our Sam Adams, we had our when we had our Pete's Wicked, we had our Samuel Smiths. We had some certain things back then, and I was drinking it, but we didn't get out of the whole macro to whatever extent you drank macro,
right?
And but we did. But Pilsner Urquell, I do remember having it on draft, on tap in back then, but not a lot of it. Like you said, Rod, it was definitely more package, more bottles. There wasn't, because back then too, there weren't bars with even 16 taps was ridiculous back in.
Yeah.
Most bars had 8 taps was a lot. If you showed up at a bar with 8 taps, they were all about beer, and they only had 8 taps.
Yeah, because even one of the best beer places that I knew, Flood's up in Stroudsburg, most of their stuff were bottle. Am I the only one who had it semi-regularly on tap?
I can't say semi-regularly. I can say more often, more often than barely ever, right? If you want to call it that. It's more than seldom, like an average amount. Like if I saw it, believe me, I ordered it. Let's put it that way.
No. The thing is, to answer, because sounds like we're evading the question, Mega Wink. I will attempt to answer your question here. What it tasted like was joy, happiness, hope.
Yeah.
It was
love in a glass.
It was beautiful. And the point is, and I think I know what you're asking the question is, not too long after that, the USSR fell apart.
Yeah.
Ronnie Reagan had bankrupted them by just building up our nuclear arsenal to the point that they couldn't keep up anymore. And what wound up happening is all of the countries that broke off that were SSRs at the time, who couldn't put money back into their businesses, now all of a sudden could. They could make a profit. They could put money back in the business. And Urquell decided to upgrade. I'm doing the hashtag fingers for those listening. They upgraded to stainless from their wooden fermenters.
They didn't know what they had.
And the soul of the beer was,
or maybe they did, but
the soul of the beer was in that wood. It was just, so you had a little bit of wood. There was this woodiness, a little bit of woodiness, but there was that grassy note.
Almost like you were drinking an oak-aged Pilsner every time you had.
Oh my God. But it also had,
and it definitely came through more on the draft than it did in package.
Yeah, and you had a better body back then. I guess from the way it fermented, I don't know what it was that gave it a better body, but man, it was a fantastic beer. And I remember the first Urquell that I had after they had, that it came from the stainless, and I was going to cry. So this is not the beer that I remember. Its heart's been torn straight out of it.
Right.
And it's a shame. It's a shame. And I mentioned earlier that when the comment came up, John had just been talking about Sacred Profane. He'd gone to Sacred Profane. They do more now, but when they first started, they only did 2 styles. They're both Czech styles, pale and dark. Mm-hmm. And they are a tank room. They're one of the few breweries.
Well, they don't really do much more than that now. They do they do a shandy now, or they call it a Radler, not a shandy or whatever. But 6-1. But it's more of a shandy than a Radler. But
it's just a pale with lemonade.
It's a pale with lemonade. And they have done, I think once or twice now, they've done a smoked pale. So they've made their pale with some smoke for some smoke malt. But that being said, all they had when we were up there last Friday was pale, dark, and amber. And of course, amber.
They didn't amber when I went.
Well, amber is
Just a blend of the
a
two.
blend of pale and dark. That's all it is.
There's a line come from each tank into one. Yeah.
That's it.
But my point about bringing it up is in this country, their pale really kind of reminded me of Pilsner Quell. To the point I took one sip of it and I actually got a little emotional. I'm like, oh my God, that's close. Now, mind you, I've been to the Czech Republic. I just wasn't able to really drink while I was there.
Take a look. See, that's the amber.
That's the amber.
Look at,
Yep.
Hold on.
Yep.
Look at the top of the amber. And you could see the dark floating on top of the amber.
Yes,
so they pour pale in it and then they pour dark in it, almost trying to make a black and tan, but they just pour it in. So
yeah, but I haven't been over to Prague, drinking. Basically spent a lot of time recovering, not from drinking, mind you. And it was something else. That's a long story we're not going to get into, but
we've got
so
it.
I was able to, but from the Czech lagers that I've had in this country, the Czech pales, that Sacred Profane was as close as I've ever gotten.
It really is. It's the pale is fantastic, and I got to tell you, I got to be honest with you, and this is my palate, mind you, right? As fantastic as that pale is, the dark is even that much better.
Oh God, yes.
That dark is ridiculous. When I was there on Friday, I had a pale, I had an amber, I had a dark, I had a dark, and I had a dark. Isn't that
all right? And you drank the darks until it got dark.
And I drank the
dark a little early that day.
Well, we had look. They have decent food there too. We had a couple smash burgers, and then I had a.
They didn't have food when we were there either.
I had shocker, right? I had a bratwurst with sauerkraut, and it was house-made sauerkraut. And I got to be honest with you, it was some of the best sauerkraut I've ever had.
Yeah. You gotta get
the brat was decent. I'll give him that. It wasn't.
You got to get to Germany, John.
Well, that's
no. I've had. I mean, I've had German sauerkraut here,
you gotta get.
But it was I know, but it was made by people from Germany here, so it was other than whatever water they used, it was
Yeah. Well, let's throw up Mega Wink.
Let's
reply to what we were saying.
Well, I was going to say you guys get an extra treat when you go to another area. They got a brewery with food, considering how Jersey's rules are.
Jersey rules.
Don't even get me started on it.
So we're going to toss this up there. The beer cellar.
I literally I almost hit it and I would have turned it off. So would you want to let you do it or?
I don't know. The
beer cellar in Nashville.
I thought you were waiting for me.
The beer cellar in Nashville, mid-90s, had it flowing, fresh, malty, and flowery. It was
those Pilsner malts. My God,
they were fantastic. I'm going to put up Doug Smith's comment. It kind of answers him too, and there's a little bit about it too.
Oh yeah.
Mega Winky said, Doug Smith says it was excellent, great hop aromas, fantastic Pilsner malt flavors, round and clean. Wooden fermenters were still in use. Yep. Classic Czech Pilsner. And then he said, liquor store, brew guru, and I worked at carried kegs of it. Or maybe they still do. And he said it was world class. Absolutely was. And he also said
before you, go ahead.
I was going to say that. He said, Brew Guru has a great story of drinking a keg of it at a party outside in the middle of February in Rhode Island.
I believe.
I'm going to ask John that story 100%.
Now we know what happened to his hair.
It froze off drinking Pilsner Urquell.
Rod, what did you open?
Sir.
You opened a beer in all of this, in all these shenanigans.
Yeah, I'm about to open a second. So
you saw that, huh? So actually, I am drinking one of the ones, and this was actually courtesy to Firestone Walker that set my way, but which I'll be dropping those reviews out here at some point. I got them done. I just got to put them on the site. But the Luponic Distortion.
Luponic Distortion is fantastic.
This is part of their summer mixed variety pack. So they were kind enough to send me some to check out. So I did an unboxing on the channel, and then the reviews will be coming. But Firestone Walker, solid as always.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
You said you opened yours or were getting ready?
I didn't. I'm getting ready to. I will in a minute.
Well, I opened mine.
Good. What did you have?
Ale America's a Mosaic American Pale Ale from, here we are, Hop Butcher.
Oh, yeah. Hop Butcher.
Hop Butcher for the world.
And I tell you what, man, this is This is straight up just it's a mosaic bomb. That's as it should be. That is delicious beer.
Yeah, you guys get Hot Butcher distribution in Jersey now. I saw when I've been
We
up
do.
the last few times. Yeah.
We do, but mine came from Devore,
Okay.
actually.
Great spot in Chicago. You get a chance to go. One of the best burger places right across the street from them.
Is it? What's it called?
Bad Apple. They got
That's a good
15,
name.
16 different type of burgers you can actually get, and just phenomenal. Oh, I've had the double grid.
Double
That
grid is
solid.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to this one too. I haven't had it yet. Purple Moss.
Oh, I have not had that one.
Yeah.
There we go. It's
You know, everybody,
Like that
a lot of people talk about their IPAs they put out at Hot Butcher, and as good as they are, their stout game is off the chain.
I haven't had a stout from
The stouts
from
they
yet. I
put
haven't.
out are
have I had
solid.
any of their stouts? I don't think so.
Oh,
Beef
I've had that. Yeah,
Beef
Triple.
trip, the triple, yeah.
I still can't get my head around drinking triples.
Well,
Just
triple.
not
Then you
thing.
drink. Then you drink a quad IPA too.
Yeah.
I can't drink those at all.
but
But then again,
I bet you could.
But then again, the dial on what's a double, a triple, and a quad just keeps changing.
That's true.
Well, isn't
They
it with
keep
BJCP? They don't really recognize a triple or quad, do they? Isn't
No.
mostly
No, they
double.
don't.
It's just the branding that's just taking place.
That's
so.
it.
Yeah,
that's all.
that's
it
all
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
like if you're like at a 10, you're supposed to be a triple, and if you're over a 12, it's a quad. So supposedly that's what general ballpark.
Well, it was originally a double was over 6.5, and that moved up,
7.5 to 8. Yeah,
and then to 8.
yeah.
And then,
But actually, no, I take that back. Doubles now 7.5
7.5.
for
Right.
for IPAs. If it's stout, it has to be
Yep.
8.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
there it is.
yeah.
But yeah, so it used to be 6.5 when they
Yeah.
first started putting the doubles out, and they moved that one up because, well, pretty much, let's face it, the scale on all beers went up.
Yeah.
Everyone increased their ABVs.
They
on
did.
almost every single style. You know, when you start seeing saisons coming out that were like 7%, it's like, can we stop? Saisons are really supposed to only be around 3 to 3.5% because they were beers for the field workers to refresh themselves.
break.
7%, you're not going to have any field workers anymore. You're going to have field sleepers.
Field worker come, hey boss, I'm not feeling no more hay. I'm done with the hay today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is funny. There you go. All right, I'm gonna open mine. I'll keep talking.
What you got there?
I'll,
And then
The double green.
you want me to throw up some comments while you're opening yours?
Put up Doug's last comment.
Well,
there.
first I want to say, because this came a while back, Vanessa Kitty says hi.
Hi,
Hello,
Vanessa.
Well, last time Vanessa commented on the show was the last time.
Last time Rod was on the show.
I was on the show.
Yeah, I let my peeps know where they can find it.
But she did mention when we were complaining about the service there, she said that AOL just shut down dial-up.
They did. I
Yeah.
saw that this
Yeah.
morning. I saw that this morning.
I didn't know there was still such thing as dial-up.
Yeah, it's funny because there are some parts of the country where they still have to go through dial-up because they won't lay the fiber. They won't put the cables down for them to do Wi-Fi stuff because they're so dense, I guess, of an area. It's just like it's not worth it.
But I feel bad because there's not going to be any more. Welcome. You've got mail.
Yeah.
No, they're not shutting down the email. They're just shutting down the dial-up.
Yeah, but the dial-up is when you connect it. It says "Welcome, you've got
oh,
mail" or
okay.
not.
Yeah.
And
I
it's so, like
still-
if you just log on to AOL, like the service, it doesn't give you that.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Right.
do that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm sure there's somewhere. Yeah, because you can go to AOL right now. Just go to AOL.com and you're in AOL.
Think about how that you hear that sound now, and it's just like.
But
But back then, when you heard it, you were so excited because you knew you were connected.
I remember using a 2400 baud modem.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
and I remember.
I'm older than you,
Having-
so I had a 1200
Oh my God! Yes, you're so much older than me.
1 year. But back then, if you remember, tech was moving so fast.
It was, yeah.
1 year made a difference.
But I had a
Yeah.
2400 baud modem, and I remember downloading a file that was a little over 1 megabyte, and it took almost an hour.
Oh, remember like downloading a picture and it'd be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're like, what did he send me?
I want to go. That's one of the things I want to do, just for shits and giggles. I want to go back to like not even like the 70s or earlier. I want to go back to like somewhere in the 80s when everybody thought like, oh my God, technology is amazing and everything else, which it was back then for that. I'm not going to say that, but I just want to take my iPhone and go back there and say, play with this for just 5 minutes.
Well, we've seen that.
They'd be like, "You're the devil. You're the devil."
Little do they know. There's that meme that has that page from the Radio Shack catalog, and it said everything in this. I think it was an ad actually. Everything in this ad now is in your hand.
Right here.
Everything that they were selling.
Everything in the ad, yeah. Oh, so we're driving. We're on the trip, and we're up in Maine, and we pass one. We're on our way to Booth Bay. So we left Portland. We're driving up the hour and a half to Booth Bay, and we pass on Route 1. We pass a small shopping center, or whatever. And there was a sign on the marquee out front for Radio Shack.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm going. Let's go. No, it wasn't there, right? But okay. I'm telling you right now, if there was an actually operating Radio Shack in there, I'm sorry, we would have wasted at least an hour and a half there because I was going. I was going in.
I have a friend who lives.
You get around the corner as a Blockbuster. Right. Like, I don't know what happened, but I'm enjoying myself right now.
Is that last Blockbuster still open? The one in is it Oregon?
I think they finally closed that one. I believe.
I think they finally closed.
That's crazy.
Oh, but I used to follow because I followed their Insta. And they were hilarious. Oh no, was it their Twitter account? No, it was their Twitter account, and they were absolutely hilarious. They didn't care. They had stopped caring. They knew they're going to close this soon. Let's just get away with everything. I think the only reason they stayed open as long as they did was because of that account, and people were going there to take pictures, but people stopped buying stuff. So
yeah. And I got to be honest with you. With I can see a store like that, just for nostalgic purposes. If it's in the right location and they do the right things there, and obviously they got to do a little bit more than just what they did back in the day, right? But I could see something like that actually, to some certain minor extent, surviving a little bit. But that would be interesting. Yeah. I'd like to open up a mall with all defunct stores that just the technology surpassed them, and
not just technology. Some of the stores that are gone, like Copper Rivet. Yeah. Remember those? You have to have an Orange Julius in it.
Sure, oh, Orange Julius, yeah.
And a Hot Sam. Do you remember Hot Sam, the pretzels?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where they take the pretzels, they put it on a stick, and they'd like just dip it into that fat of plastic cheese and hand it to you, dripping it everywhere.
I'd like to make an announcement. I just got texted by the lovely Jessica from downstairs who's watching the Met game. Pete Alonso is now the all-time home run leading hitter for the New York Mets.
Wow, that didn't take him long.
he passed Darryl Strawberry. He's now has 252 or 253, whatever it is. Yeah.
And he's probably passed that whole team from '86 in distance and
right.
Launches those things.
Yeah, he does.
Anyway, I was wondering.
Anyway, we'll chat more about that on the sports podcast tomorrow night. But
yes, let's get some more comments up there.
Doug Smith said Sacred Profane was never going to make it on Two Beers like they planned. Outstanding domestic examples, though. Yeah, they need to. Let's put it this way. I'll give you a brief review. The place is really cool. The town,
not so much.
Biddeford, I mean,
Biddeford Diner is really cool, though.
Oh yeah, no, there's a barbecue. The barbecue joint across the street from Sacred Profane.
And you got Barreled Souls just down the road.
Barreled Souls is right up Route 1 in Saco. Yeah. But regardless of that, the pale is fantastic. The dark is even better than that. The food is really good, but that's it. That's all they got going on there. You know, so they're going to need to do some other things there if they want to.
It's not that bad because Route 1 parallels 95 there. It's not that much of a detour off of 95.
For vacationers and for beer travelers, yes, that's fine. But for locals, it's going to get old. They're going to have everything on the menu, and they're in one.
Everything gets old.
Yeah, exactly. In one visit, in a half a visit, they're going to have everything to drink on the menu, right? Yeah. So in that respect,
So return customers probably not as much.
Yeah, they'll get some loyalists that are local, but it's not going to be what's going to be needed to keep the lights on. But they are doing a lot of distro. I'll give them that. They did make it to Jersey. They are distributing in Jersey, and I can only assume they're distributing everywhere between here.
Rod, have you seen them in Ohio?
No, I haven't seen them. But you know what we are getting here? What they started putting here now are Wawas. So we got Wawas out here.
Congratulations! You've joined Philly culture.
They probably said, "Well, Rod's never coming back.
Yeah.
You better get."
Well, at least you got that John going on.
Yeah.
So now you gotta learn the usage of the word John, which I still to this day don't understand.
It's a noun referring to whatever you want to refer it to.
I guess so. Is it like Smurf? No, Smurf was a verb.
This is my John.
Smurf was a verb.
This is my John.
Have you guys ever had that Wawa beer that's done by 2SP?
Yeah,
no,
I've tasted it. I tasted it at one beer fest once.
I had like one of their stouts. One of the stouts I had was pretty good, I thought. But yeah, I don't know how often they do it.
No, I never had.
Speaking of beer, really quick, I'll throw up my second. Put this up really quick.
What'd you pour there, John?
Oh, you know what? I typed it out. I was remiss. We started the show before I finished the crawls.
So you're still typing? You want me?
No, I didn't. I typed it. I just didn't paste it in here. Here you go. So my second beer is from Lake Zurich, Illinois, from Phase 3 Brewing. It's a P3 Health.
Phase 3, nice. Yeah,
very nice.
There you go, and in the dimple mug. Cheers.
Yeah, in the dimple mug.
There you go.
Cheers. I've got mine in my Civil Society glass.
Very nice. I got a Civil Society tulip downstairs. I had two. I broke one.
Well, you had 4 lips then.
That's true.
And now you're down to tulip.
I see what you did.
You see what
there you go.
You did there.
That's borderline. That's borderline math on the show. That's more punnery than math.
So to continue with some comments, Brian Boak said, "I will keep the Belgian quad over a quad IPA." Oh, I agree. I agree too. I like IPAs. I like Belgian quads a lot better than I like IPAs.
I may be having some Belgian quads sometimes soon.
Shut up. Vanessa Kitty commented, I tend to find Rod wherever he pops up. There you go.
I was going to rephrase that, and Rod pops up every time that you never mind.
Anyway, and then she said, one of my old AOL accounts, I'm assuming it's AOL, accounts was almost hacked last year. I had to go reactivate them to stop that nonsense. Oh, my God. Oh my God!
Could you imagine? Well, you got to hack my AOL.
If you're a hacker, you would go after AOL because that's got to be a lot of the older folks, right?
Oh yeah,
have the AOL accounts, right? Yeah. So you're thinking, trying to get them on a scam or something.
All of us, none of us knew how to use technology. They ain't shit on there that you can get that's going to do you any good. They're
going to read some. They're going to read some emails from 1995. That's about all they're going to get out of mine.
They're trying to get in the old chat room.
Right.
There you go. They're gonna find my list of bulletin board systems. BBSs.
BBSs. I remember
BBSs. Yeah.
But, I was co-systop on like 4 of them at one point.
Nice. And she goes on to say, I would be at Shemya AFS in Alaska using the government Air Force. Yeah. In Alaska, using the government Autovon long distance system to send C64 files and 300 baud to Germany. Oh my God! Yeah, it's still hold on. It's still sending. That's
and there's some guy in Germany going, "Was ist das?" Schnell.
Yeah, she said. I had 3 minutes each time before the comm squadron interrupted and asked what I was doing. I just realized the Naughty Nurse beer is still being made in Connecticut, even though the brewery that started it closed down. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, you have a lot. You have some of the canneries that
I started reading that. Going. I started reading that comment. I thought it had to do with what she was sending to Germany. Wait, what?
And then it's,
Well, let me
it's
let me
just-
tell
it's
you
one of those
about
pictures
Vanessa.
going,
Let me tell you about Vanessa. She may have been sending stuff to Germany.
And the picture, and they're like, I see a nose. It's a nose now.
There's a nose. Okay, what's next?
She had her run in the 70s going to Studio 54, just so
There
you
you
know. So.
All right.
She'll
Yeah.
tell you she's 6'3", but she's 6'9" when she puts her stilettos on too.
There you go.
Hi.
She did. Well, first of all, she just laughed at that. There you go.
Yeah.
So,
And she has a bullwhip, but I've said too much.
well,
Already.
said too much. There you go. Those AOL accounts have 10 pounds of 10 tens of thousands of pounds. Yeah, a lot of spam. There you go.
Well, yeah.
A lot of spam.
There you
I
go.
like spam. You do it
Spam.
right, and
I was
seaweed
not
and
always a
egg.
simple old math teacher. There you
Right.
go.
I know.
In my younger days. Yeah, exactly.
Things that your students would love to
Well,
find
now
out.
to find out. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But in any event, yeah, no, I was just gonna say, could you? What was?
I don't know.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. She had to get back into reactivate the account. I tried. It's probably about 2 years ago. I was just really bored one day. I was putzing around on the internet, and I'm like, you know what? I wonder if I could still get into my MySpace account.
Oh wow.
Right.
I never had one.
But here's the thing: I could not remember my password. And I thought I could pull it up, like memory banks, like pull it up, because I always have like a method to some extent, right? With passwords. And I tried to remember it and I couldn't. And the only way I could get into it was to put in the email address associated with it and then have them reset the password. And I don't have that email address anymore. So my MySpace account is there, whatever it is. It's
Okay.
Do you remember what the last song you had on your MySpace page was?
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been what, 20 years? I mean, 20.
Yeah.
And I uploaded it off of Reel to Reel.
Yeah. No, download it from Napster.
Yeah, probably.
Only took half a day on that.
Brian Boak opened his.
My daughter was just going to kindergarten at the time, and she's now married. So
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But Brian Boak opened his second beer.
Brian Boak opened his second beer. He said he has opened his second beer, his Slack Tide
Ooh.
Bellboy Belgian Blonde 7.3.
Never had that.
I've been to Slack Tide and I've had some of their beers, very good, but I have never had Bellboy. Boy spelled, for those of you listening to the audio podcast, Buoy. Boy.
It's pronounced boy.
Yeah. Or buoy, if you will.
Maybe
Buoy.
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 Maybe buoy.
Buoy.
Maybe buoy.
Yeah.
Bell
Well,
buoy.
as in Baba Booey?
Baba buoy. Bell buoy.
I don't think so.
There you go. So Doug Smith, well, let's finish Vanessa's comment. Then we'll go back to talking.
Yeah.
Vanessa said became a math teacher after retired from U.S. Air Force and then completed her degrees.
Oh, so there is life after the Air Force.
She migrated all emails over to Google emails. There you go.
I'm convinced my son hasn't stopped his service only because he doesn't know what else to do at this point.
There you go.
Yeah. Speaking of second beer, I'm gonna get a second beer too.
Go get a second beer.
We'll go get a second beer and we'll go into Doug Smith's comment.
I'll put up Doug's while you're doing that. Doug Smith said, oh, well, first of all, Vanessa, I'll put Vanessa's back up when Rock comes back. But
Yeah.
Doug Smith said, what is your opinion on drinking seasonal beers out of season? I get it. Well, first of all, before I even go any further, Doug,
Isn't he on our halfway
Yeah.
Christmas in July show?
well, he comments on the Christmas in July.
Christmas
right?
comments on it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He says, I get it. Drink what you want when you want, but there is something to be said for drinking seasonal in season. I'm doing the unthinkable and drinking a pumpkin beer in August. Yes. So that's what
Yeah.
he's doing right now.
I don't like drinking pumpkin beers.
You don't
period,
like
much less-
drinking?
I like drinking a lot.
Yeah.
But
Well, you'll be
drinking
doing the
pumpkin
pumpkin show with Beer Guru in
beer- but that's in September.
5 weeks.
That's cool. That's pretty acceptable.
Right.
Not to me, it's not.
6 weeks, actually.
Well,
But just tell John that he can't open a celebration in April.
True. I don't open a celebration name.
You don't, But if someone told you could, if someone told you
Why
couldn't,
couldn't
you'd
you?
be like, "Fuck you! I'm opening my celebration."
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah.
look, I'm not going to open a celebration.
And he,
April, but if somebody
and
said
he will play Celebration by Cool and the Gang. Like,
100%, 100%, 100%.
Come on.
And I would do it right. I would do it live on the show too. If somebody, I would never open a celebration in April, but if somebody told me I couldn't, I would open it. Done.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
immediately. Done.
Oh, don't you? Oh, God, please! I hope you have not just challenged Doug.
literally say, "Hold my beer."
No, he's drinking. He's drinking a.
No. What I'm saying is, there's going to be a show in April. And Doug's like, "Hey, now."
Oh well, I'll go get a Celebration. There we go. I'll just, you know what? Every show next April, I'll make sure I have a cold can of Celebration
for when he does that to you.
For when he does that,
because I have a feeling he's going to do that.
I got a feeling Doug's going to remember. He'll remember.
Oh, yeah, he remembers shit.
Vanessa said,
So the email. So the AOL email.
So the AOL email was notifying me of hacking attempt to my Google email. She said, "Seasonal. I drink stouts year round." Well,
same. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
There's nothing seasonal about a stout.
No, I think he's talking more about the holiday.
Some people don't drink stouts in the summer.
Oh no, I know why they don't drink them. No, to me, I said that was me. For me, I said for me. I said to me, there's nothing seasonal about a stout.
Not for me neither. No.
I'll drink them any day of the year. I don't care how hot it is. And let's face it, the biggest showdown in Florida is who can do the biggest, stickiest, most lactose-laden stout, and they do that year round in Florida.
Yeah,
the state that refuses to participate in winter year round.
Right. Exactly. So. And then she goes on to say, "I am making fruitcakes and plum pudding next month, all while drinking stouts." Go for it. We want Vanessa. We want pictures. We'll post them up. I'm done of the fruitcakes and the stouts.
Not making plum pudding.
And the plum pudding. No, just of the fruitcakes and the plum pudding.
Oh, okay.
I don't need a picture of her. If she wants to send a picture of her.
No. I didn't say she was the naughty nurse. The naughty nurse is the beer.
Oh, I know.
The naughty nurse is the beer. Yeah,
it's the beer. Ay.
And Brian Boak said his first beer was a stout. Absolutely was.
There you go.
Yes, it was.
And she said, "So drinking Delirium Nocturnum is not a year-round beer." Oh no, drink away. Absolutely, have at it.
Absolutely is.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, drink all you want.
And she said, "Stouts with pumpkin pies and apple dumplings." There you go.
Perfect. Yes.
And Doug Smith said, "Stouts aren't seasonal." Oh,
thank you.
Stouts aren't seasonal.
That's what I thought he was talking
Christmas beers and summer ales.
Yeah, but I would disagree some just because there are some people that do think of it being seasonal. Whether or not you think they're seasonal.
No,
some people do consider them, like I only drink them in the fall or the winter.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's
they look at it.
I drink them year-round.
To take a riff off of Dave's favorite statement, I will say this: drink what you want when you want.
Exactly.
There you go. How about it? And then she said, "There will be pics on my Instagram." There you go.
Yeah, her Instagram, she has a lot of pics.
We'll do that. And then going back to pumpkin, and we'll finish up the comments right here. She said, "You will like this Maple Warlock, Dave. Pumpkin is drowned by the maple. It's awesome."
Which is interesting because Warlock is one of the few pumpkin ales that actually has pumpkin in it.
Well, her pumpkin does too, right?
Well,
the pumpkin is both, but the pumpkin is stout versus the.
Well, Warlock is pumpkin and double X stout blended,
right.
I believe.
Right.
So. Yep. So it is actually a true pumpkin.
Which I prefer Warlock to pumpkin myself.
Oh, yeah.
But same. Maple does look.
Yeah.
It's the one pumpkin ale that I will actually admit to liking.
So yeah, there you go. And then Brew Guru said in our group, he said he was talking about the Maple Warlock, and he said to Dave, "You'll like it too." And he said, "It's so much maple, you can't handle the maple." So I made that meme right there.
You can't handle the maple. I can't imagine it's more maple than Smug's Cabin Fever.
Probably not, but maybe. Who knows?
I like Brian's comment though.
Brian said, "Imperial stouts are seasonal. The season is January through December."
Cheers.
That's exactly what I say. I say,
yeah.
Everybody knows, like I've said for years, that this is beer season. Like we're approaching beer season, right? Just hypothetically speaking, I always say like a week before Labor Day till a week after New Year's is beer season, because so many different styles and so many different beers come out in these 4.5 months, right?
Yeah.
But I always say, in reality, beer season starts every year on St. Patrick's Day and go straight through till the day before St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
So Rod,
Anyway.
what's happening on Cincinnati in the beer?
Yeah, let's talk about Cincinnati. What's going on out there?
What's going on in the Cincinnati beer world? Well, we just had the World Cup Beer Awards. I don't know if you saw that. They get held like in Ohio every year.
Yes, did see that. Yep.
Cincinnati breweries won 50 medals. The state.
There's no money taken.
No, it's not even the state. The state of Ohio.
50 medals at a contest held in their own state.
What did what did Ryan Geist win?
The state of Ohio only had 70. 50 of them came from down here. But you had stuff from outside other states that won is just well represented. Everybody's finding out more and more about Cincinnati. World Beer Cup Awards, right?
It's a World Beer Cup. So were there international beers entered?
There were different ones entered. Like Illinois won, I think, like 14 or 15.
Illinois is not international, Rod.
No. There were ones from overseas and stuff too. I'm just saying there was other stuff in there, but Cincinnati is holding it down with the beer again. I have no fear of ever running out of beer in this area. You know?
I have no fear of ever running out of beer.
I've got like 60 to 70 breweries around me that I can get to probably in a 20 to 30 minute drive or so.
Dr. Rod J. Seuss.
But you still got Ryan Geist pumping stuff out. You still got
drink it in my hat. I would drink it with a cat.
Street side seems to be getting more notoriety in other spots now. People are catching on the street side. That's doing some pretty good stuff. Sonder Brewing's been still doing a great job. Mad Tree opened their second location. People are loving that. So Mad Tree is growing.
Mad Tree was like for outside of that area. It was like the first brewery where everyone went to Cincinnati. Huh? What?
Yeah. You got Braxton from the Kentucky side that's actually been still banging out a lot. They opened up like 3 locations there and took a 4th location actually in Cincinnati. And then we had Highwire here for a bit. Highwire had to come down because of North Carolina happened. And then Braxton bought their brewery spot up for Cincinnati. So now they're in both states.
Because of what you said, I'm changing up my glassware for my 3rd beer.
There you go. It's just crazy, just all the different beer stuff. We have one here I haven't been to yet, but a lot of talk about Wandering Monsters. It's been pretty popular. A lot of people.
Wandering Monsters.
Yeah. And there's another one that's.
I gotta get back out to Cincinnati. I mean, I haven't been in Cincy since.
You need to come down in September when it's Oktoberfest Cincinnati.
Oh, you know what? Maybe
you need to come down for that. I mean,
because I haven't been. Last time I was in Cincinnati was May of 23. That was the last time I was in Cincinnati.
What year was it?
May of 2023.
Oh, okay.
So a
couple of years.
It's been a couple of years.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting Oktoberfest this year because I was in Baltimore the last 3 years, so now I go to Oktoberfest again this year.
There you
go. It's been 23 years since I've been to Cincinnati.
It's a lot of good stuff happening.
Yeah.
And when I went to CBC this year, I went to for the first time. That was over in Indianapolis. That was you were trying to get there, I know too, Don. But you had the wedding and stuff going on.
I had my daughter's wedding. Yeah, I couldn't get out there.
And that was a blast, and just catching up with the different folks there, and like getting to meet like Garrett Oliver in person was just like, okay, I'm pretty much I can wrap.
How chill is he?
Well, you know, it's funny. Like I've interviewed various people on the Beer Channel. I've been doing this for a time, and I literally was across from Garrett Oliver standing there, and I'm texting my one friend who also does a Beer Channel. I'm like, yo, like Garrett Oliver's like right here, whatever. Like he's like, well, go talk to him. He's real chill and all that. I'm like, this is like fucking Garrett Oliver. You kidding me? Like just walk up and talk to him. Yeah. Nicest guy in the world too.
Yes, Garrett is so chill, so nice. I've known him for years. He's a great guy.
I met him because of John, because John and I were supposed to go to an event at Spite and Dibble. John had the tickets.
Hold on.
Yeah, Spite and Dibble. So I go to meet him there, and he's got some stuff going on. I'm going to be late. I'm going to be even later than I thought. Okay, I'm not showing up. I can't make it. So I slam my phone down the bar because now I can't get to the damn event because I don't have the tickets. Bartender looks at me like any good bartender. He's like, I've got an upset customer. We talk to the customer. What just happened? I said, my buddy has the tickets to the event out back, and he's not going to make it, so I can't go back. He goes, yeah, they're not checking tickets. Go on back. and it was a Brooklyn Brewery
Nice.
release.
Yeah.
So I go back there and I go up to get a glass, and it was their it was a framboise that they had made. I can't remember the name of it now.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it's the whole time you're talking. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Yeah, and so I go to pick it up, and there's like 3
By the way,
guys.
hold that thought. By the way, just so all of you out there listening to this, okay, I didn't leave them alone in the lurch. I did try to call the bar and talk to them and let them know I had the tickets and he was there and I couldn't make it, so he can go back there. I didn't just say, "Okay, go screw yourself, have fun."
Yeah, well, that's the way I read it. But when I go to get my beer, because they've got like a keg set up outside and a kegerator set up outside, and there's these 3 guys sitting in lawn chairs, and this one guy, distinguished gentleman in a straw hat, and I look at the person pouring. I said, "That's Garrett, isn't it?" She goes, "Yeah, go talk to him." I'm like, "No, I don't want to bother him." She's like, "Trust me, he loves the attention. Go talk to him." No one's been over talking to him for 10 minutes now, and I think he's starting to get worried.
on that exact same note, so speaking of Spitendievel, and obviously we talked about it on the show, my cousin Adam, who originally brought me to Spitendievel 20-something years ago, he idolized Garrett Oliver and a couple others or whatever, and he wanted to. He never met him, and I've known him at this point. And I used to go to the every other month they did a Brewers release. They did a Brewers beer release at the brewery on a Monday night. So I took my cousin once, and we get in there, and he's like, "Oh, you got to introduce me to Garrett. You got to introduce me to Garrett. You got to introduce me to Garrett." So I walk up. There's Garrett. He's like, "Hey, how's it going? Hey, Garrett, how's it going? Garrett, I want to introduce you to my cousin. This is Adam. Adam, this is Garrett. Garrett, I'm sorry." And I just
3 hours later. But we completely derailed Ron's story. You were talking about CBC.
So yeah, talking about CBC. Garrett meeting.
Oh no, I mean just meeting Garrett was just like top of the chain. Like for people you want to meet that run stuff. I mean, he's one of the ones up there, like as an icon.
Right.
Yeah. And then I met the team from New Holland, and then it was like, how much Dragon's Milk I drink in my life. You know how much so I was talking to them, and then I meet the people from Bell's, and I'm like, you know how many Bell's beers I so I'm meeting all these different people that are on my list and stuff, and I'm just like, I could wrap up a career by the time I get back home from this conference and be done with it all. I've done everything.
If you leave the conference,
yeah. But it was a great experience. I told people I plan to go next year. Next year is in Philly.
Yes,
really close to you guys. So
I'll be there the whole time. So
okay,
I'm trying to figure out how to go.
You'll go. Don't worry. We'll do it.
Yeah, I've got to get going. I actually I opened my 3rd beer, and John, I got to say I'm surprised. John and I talked about this beer earlier today. I went back to Origin Beer Project, one of their beers out of Providence, and this one is called You All Know. And this is a West
Not
Coast,
you ought to know. You all know.
You all know. You all know. West Coast Rye India Pale Ale. So I'm figuring, and I told John this, I'm figuring maybe we're going to get a Racer 6 out of this. Right? Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that beer, Rod?
Yeah.
And if you remember, when you drank that beer...
Racer 5.
Racer 5. I added one to it. It's been
I knew what he meant, though. It was the speed racer.
Racer 5.
Yeah. It was like me earlier. Steve Scott. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that guy. Exactly. I figured it was going to be like a Racer 5. And a Racer 5, if you remember, you couldn't tell there was any rye in it because it was so aggressively hopped that you couldn't taste anything for weeks when you're done with it.
Mm-hmm.
They have shown some beautiful restraint in this beer. Yes, are there West Coast hops in this? There's absolutely West Coast hops in this. There are there's the pine, there's the pith, but I can taste the rye.
I like some good rye.
Look at the color of this.
Yeah, it's definitely
that is that rye color.
Feel. Yeah.
This is fantastic. I really appreciate the restraint on the hops to let the rye come through and balance the hops and the rye together. That is nice. When you get the hops bitterness bite and that rye bite working together. This is the way it should be done. No offense to Bear Republic, because Racer 5 was
Racer 5 was a great beer.
That was the Training Wheels Are Off beer. Because they're one of the earlies, they're one of the OGs, and once you got to Racer 5, you had to take the training wheels off.
You did.
But this is This is that's fantastic. I really, really enjoy this. God, I wish I bought more of these.
That's how it always is, right?
I pulled the John with his Tavor orders.
Good. I get one. That's it. I do. And that's
like,
the game.
And even the restraint on the hops is so much so that even that little fruitiness that rye can throw is there.
Yeah,
that's lovely.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed what they did with this.
Very nice.
I really hope it wasn't by accident. Sometimes I'm talking about where it's like, well, that beer's fantastic. Yeah, we came out better than we thought it was going to.
That's what we call that a happy mistake.
A happy mistake.
Yeah.
Well, it was like,
we're just gonna turn into some little trees here.
I've experienced a lot of happy mistakes.
Yeah.
Over the years, not just having them at the breweries, but breweries I worked for, having them, and it turned out to be a beer that we actually had to sit down and figure out, okay, what went wrong, because we need to brew this again.
Right.
I've had that in the kitchen a lot with like recipes or anything like that, where I'm like, this is not what I wanted, but damn, this is good. What did I do?
Right. There you go.
That's
So
really
it is good. I opened my third beer as well.
Did you? Would you open?
Well, first of all, what did Rod open for his second beer?
Oh, that's right. We don't know what his second beer is.
My second one I actually opened was another one from Firestone as part of the pack. It's the Firestone IPA.
Oh,
So
classic
Firestone IPA.
Yeah. So
very nice.
Nice, easy drinking IPA for sure.
Very nice. Very nice. Gotta love it. Well, since Rod is drinking a beer from California, and since Dave is drinking a beer from Rhode Island that was inspired by a beer from California.
Yeah. Where are you going with this? He likes to make these connections and webs.
Yeah.
And all this intrigue.
If you didn't talk, I would have told you then where I was going. But
I'm actually helping you build this up.
This is true. Thank you. I appreciate it. There you go. I am drinking a beer from California, and it is one of my favorite beers from the state of California. And it is from Fort Bragg, California, and it is this particular beer.
Oh, that's a good one right there. Yeah.
It's 2023, so it's a couple of years. Got a couple of years on it right there.
Yeah.
Dave, are old ales one of my favorite styles?
It's in your top 5.
Yeah, it is. There's the beer right there. Look at that color. Look at that.
That's how I remember it.
And Fort Bragg, to me, there's a place in my heart for Fort Bragg because it is one of the bases that still flies A10s.
Oh, A10 was the Warthog, right?
That is the Warthog.
I remember having like a bottle of that when I was a kid. Yeah,
that's one of my favorite planes. I love and then everything on the ground blows up. Actually, everything on the ground blows up first, then you hear that sound.
There you go.
It is known as making over there go away.
Right. Making over there go away.
Like, where's where is the target? It's over there somewhere. Okay, Roger, making over there go away.
Well, you're drinking that one there. We talked about rye being earlier. I think it was rye that I had in the one. I was trying to look back on here. No, I didn't have that. It was a different one. It was Westward whiskey. Westward. Yeah. So last year, I think it was last year, maybe a year before, North Coast had I get stuff for press releases I put on the blog and everything like that and everything. So I ran one of their press releases and sent them a thing back, letting them know, and just kind of, hey, cool thing, blah, blah, blah. Just wanted to know that shit. So they reached back out and they're like, hey, would you mind if we sent you like a sample of this beer to actually I like when they ask you, would you mind? Like,
would you mind if I give you free beer?
And it was
I can't.
I'm like stranger danger. But anyway.
And they pulled up to your house in a windowless van. Beer here.
Yeah. So they ended up sending me a bottle, and it was the Westward whiskey barrel aged Old Rasputin.
Old Rasputin. Yep. Yeah. I had that. It was
Oh.
fantastic. Oh,
It
it
was
was so
fucking,
good.
like, and nobody could find it anywhere. I'll tell people about it. They couldn't find it. Like, it was just like this little thing where it had to be like in this little clique, I guess, to be able to get this beer. It was so tasty.
It was very, very limited. It was so good though. It wasn't it?
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
So smooth.
It was
It's
so
like
good.
I was at one of the beer fests one time, and we had Deschutes was out here with us in Cincinnati, and one of the wholesalers was like, "Hey, viewers are going to go back here and crack open this Black Butte like 20 set like special thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, you want to join us for it?" I'm like,
I could.
yeah.
I could drink just regular Black Butte porter, regular
Just
run of the mill
alone
Black
is
Butte.
so
I could drink
solid.
that every day. I could
Yeah.
drink that every day.
When
Perfect.
you get to the special variants and stuff they're doing, oh my God, it just blows your mind on the stuff. And Deschutes non-alcoholic Black Butte, if you haven't had it,
It's really good.
it's
Oh my God, it's
Did you say
really good.
I need to do a
Non-alcoholic.
yeah. I need to do a blind comparison. It's that good that it matches up against the regular Black Butte.
I mean,
Probably
if
the
you-
best
if you-
non-alcoholic beer I've had.
If
of
you
any of them.
if you taste them, Dave, if you taste them side by side, you'll notice.
Yeah.
But if you don't,
where can I get this?
if you don't, you won't notice.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
I mean, we get it at our
really
retailers
good.
and stuff here. You might be able to get them in your stores there now.
I'll get it for you.
We've got to check.
Yeah.
We've got to see because my cardiologist said I should stop drinking. Him and I laughed for a little bit and then
That's how. Yeah.
came up with a better plan. He knows better.
Can you guys get beer like from Amazon in New Jersey?
No,
Like in order? Oh, you can't. Oh, wow. Okay.
we can.
They have lightened up some of the restrictions where we can
Okay.
actually get in, like for instance, like this right here.
Yeah, Malort. We can get
Malort.
one.
Okay.
We can, I mean, just as an example, we can actually order Malort from.
Oh, you're like,
Jepson's.
get that shit to anybody that wants. Anybody asks for it, just give it.
But
to
yeah,
them.
they don't care. Yeah, just get it. But no, there's a lot of.
Because New Jersey's going, yeah, if you're crazy enough to order that shit, we're not going to stop you because you're going to be at our door.
You can any breweries or distilleries that want to ship more so distilleries that want to ship into Jersey, they can. Now they have to, obviously there's some regulations and they have to file a permit and
It has to be
Yeah.
like the signature
Yeah.
required.
because New Jersey just needs the paperwork.
Oh, yeah.
That's
It's
it.
the paperwork.
Just
Paperwork.
the paperwork. That's
the
it.
green
green
that's 6
paperwork.
inches longer.
Those of you that are
Which is
listening to
what?
audio podcasts, yeah, you can figure what I'm doing, right?
Looking,
It just
looking around like Paulie on Goodfellas, like, what am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do? I know nothing about the restaurant business.
yeah.
No, it's kind of, that was one
Well,
of
it
the
didn't take him too long to screw the whole
No.
place up and get rid of it.
That's one of the cool things about coming back. Like, literally, you go to Amazon, like you're ordering anything else, and it's like, oh, I don't feel like going anywhere. I can go ahead and order 12-pack of beer, whatever, craft beer, regular beer, whatever.
Right.
And they're like, oh, we'll have it to you within an hour. And they just like bring it to the house. And the prices aren't even that much more higher than going to the store. And it's
Wow.
kind of like, I don't know how they're responsible for IDing the people when they show up, but yeah. But and like every DoorDash order we do here, on the back end of DoorDash, it's always like, would you like alcohol with the order? Because they'll double dash. They'll stop and get alcohol on the way to your house too. If you
Yeah. No, they do
Yeah.
that. No, you can DoorDash alcohol in Jersey. You can do.
I
That.
remember during
You can DoorDash
during COVID
almost
in-
every
when I was
liquor store.
when I was in Rhode Island, there were places that if they served alcohol and they had it in cans, and you place an order, you could place an order. There was a cheesesteak place called Tilly's. You can get your cheesesteak and a tilted barn.
Yeah. COVID was responsible for
A lot of liver failure. Yes.
some loosening of liquor regulations. That's for sure. But in any event, on that note, DoorDash is Jersey. You can DoorDash. You can DoorDash liquor. But I could tell you some stories too, but we'll do that another day. In any event, we'll work on that for
I'm
you.
gonna strangle Doug.
All right, so
Doug,
let's throw up. We got a backlog of comments.
We do have a backlog. We don't need to. I don't think we need to go through all of them, but yeah, some of
Well,
them.
let's just. Oh my God, we have a lot. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
that's what I said.
go.
We
Let's
need to
go. Let's go backwards. Let's go backwards.
Yeah, we're gonna be here till midnight if we go through
I know,
everything we got here.
Doug's last comment was the
what I'm gonna strangle him
non-alcoholic category has exploded. CBD and cannabis infused beers are really getting popular. Dave, Johnny, interested in cannabis beers? You need a contact.
Hey, Doug. Bing.
Not even cannabis beer, just a THC drink.
No.
Yeah, it's just THC seltzers.
We get
and
THC like fruit punches here.
We'll fill you in on what that comment means after the show.
Literally, THC fruit punch, 16-ounce
fruit
can,
punch?
50 milligrams in a 16-ounce can.
I hear you can get a rehydrating liquid now. That'll get you drunk.
All right, so on that note, THC.
What was that they put the seltzer in, the hard seltzer in? What was that screw up? I forget what that was.
Oh, that was Mountain Dew. Well, no, not Mountain Dew. It was Celsius.
Celsius, yes.
Had the vodka.
Celsius had it was the Celsius cans, but they sent them to High Noon.
That's right, it was High Noon.
And the High Noons were putting them in. But here's the thing, like if High Noon was putting them in the Celsius cans, they were sending them out as High Noons, even though it was in the Celsius can. So it wasn't getting into like because everybody's saying,
I thought it was
what if the kids are buying the Celsius? Yeah, but it was still
part. It was
still at High Noon, right?
Okay.
So like it was going out as High Noon.
It's still a funny story.
My point, no, it's a hysterical story. But everybody was saying, well, what if these Celsius cans get into the hands of kids? Well, I mean, yeah, I guess they could, but the kids weren't going to buy them in stores of Celsius because they were getting packaged and going out.
I got news for you. Things packaged as High Noons into the hands of kids.
Of course.
Well, we consider kids because they're the 20-somethings are drinking that.
They're kids, yeah, exactly. But
the kids,
right, exactly. Yes. Do we need a contact? We'll.
No, we don't. We don't need the contact. As a matter of fact, you got roped into it because you were on our friend list.
Exactly. And he also said he said met Garrett in DC at Brickskeller. So knowledgeable and a total gentleman. Yeah,
absolutely.
Garrett's a great guy.
Class act, absolutely.
And he's also said love Cincinnati. His nephew goes to Xavier. His brother Miami of Ohio, great city. Need to get back as well. So yeah,
both good basketball schools.
Let me know, Doug, when you come back. Xavier is about 15 minutes from me.
There you go. And Vanessa said, "I like rye." Yeah. There you go. I just love that comment. That's because Dave, do I like rye?
Yeah.
Hold on.
No, not at all. Oh,
Dave, do I like rye?
John, I didn't tell you about this particular recent purchase.
Rod, you're only about an hour and a half away from Michter's, so there you go. Oh, Silk City rye.
Six Silly. I like that better. This is their straight rye whiskey. But what they've done, rye will make you sick or silly. But this is the one they've aged this one 6 years in American oak. So, and it's finished in vermouth casks, Rosso vermouth casks.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. This makes a shitty mixer.
Right.
It is. This is a sipper. It's a drinker. I've tried it in. I've tried it in Boulevardier, and it just doesn't work.
All right. Now, mind you, this is not. Hold on, 1 second. I need to get this. Hold on 1 second. Okay. This is Michter's straight rye.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's Michter's gay rye?
This is Michter's.
I knew you were going there. There's no rainbow in that bottle.
This is Michter's barrel strength rye.
And, I'd still drink the hell out of that because it's Michter's rye.
But my point is, I'm not putting either of these in a cocktail. All right.
Why not? But the thing is, they would work in a cocktail. I have tried putting this in a cocktail. It doesn't work in a cocktail. It just overtakes any cocktail you try to put this into.
No,
I'm just saying.
No, I hear what you're saying. But my point is, I wouldn't put either of those in it. Rod's coming back with a beer or something.
But seriously, I would really absolutely 100% support if Richter's did a rainbow rye.
Richters?
Michter's, I'm sorry.
Andy Richters?
Andy Richter. But if they did a rainbow rye, I would absolutely support that.
that's all Sphincter Richter for some reason. I don't know why.
Would you drink a Sphincter's rye?
There's so many jokes in there.
That is a shitty bourbon. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I gotta run. Anyway.
Wow. Did that barrel have a bung?
Yeah, my Oktoberfest bottle.
I love that. That's right. That's
yes,
awesome.
that is. I like that a lot. That is a dirtle.
That's
yeah. No, I had to get my third beer, so I let it sit out for a bit here because you guys got me thinking about it. But it is a stout, so I wanted to.
I was going to say, if you're sitting it, it's a stout. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go put this rye back, because otherwise I'll open it. And I've got a 9:00 meeting for work tomorrow.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. No.
Yeah.
So on that note, while he puts that really quick before you say what beer you opened, well, Vanessa just said bottoms up. LOL. And Brian Boak said, I got to put this up. Third beer, Manafirkin Tool Bag Pale Ale.
Tool bag.
Wow, you would think that Tom Mulvihill's on this show tonight.
I know, right?
Where these things are going.
There you go. So, Rod, would you open?
Well, he hasn't.
I didn't open yet. I'm letting it warm up right now.
Oh yeah, he's bringing it to drinking.
I'm letting the tension build.
All right, so yeah, let the tension build. We'll do it that way. All right, so I want let's jump back here for a second. We talked about we were talking about some classic styles. We talked about Racer 5 and Bear Republic. Marty and the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame just announced today their list of, and we're going to post this up after the show tonight. I didn't want to put it up after or before the post for the show tonight, but which we call it, just announced the list of the inaugural class, if you will, of landmark craft beers. Includes 5 foundational brews voted on by the Hall's distinguished group of electors and advisors. Okay.
Interesting.
All right. So the 5 inaugural
for the beers,
What's not people.
Oh,
it's interesting because I'm an elector for the people. I didn't hear anything about the beers,
and I'm an advisor, and I didn't hear anything either.
I got to catch up with Marty. Like, what am I not on that list? I didn't get anything about the beers.
You might have a different list for the beers.
It was a close circle for that. But.
Yeah, I guess.
I have a feeling when you got an elector, you got an advisor, and you've got someone who actually is on the board. And from our conversation tonight, we may have some votes for Garrett for the second class.
There you go.
Saying.
Well,
we can work on that.
We'll see.
Second ballot Hall of Famer. He should be a first, but that's all right. It was tough. That first vote was very tough, though.
So now here you go. So first of all, before I continue, tool bag pale ale that Brian had, Vanessa said hand tools are important.
But so many ways.
Boy!
Well, I jumped off of it right away. But anyway, Doug Smith said Pete's Wicked Ale should have made the top 5.
We know Anchor Steam.
Well,
Sierra,
I'm going to tell you what they are right
and
now.
Boston Lager, I think, should be on there.
I'm going to tell you what they are now. Dave has already read it, so he knows.
No, I haven't.
All right.
No, I've not read it. Those. I don't know what the other 2 are.
Here are the first 5. They are Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, the beer that brought Cascade hops to national prominence and helped define the American Pale Ale style. All right. Number 2, Sam Adams Boston Lager, an icon that helped bring full-flavored beer to mainstream audiences in the 80s and put American craft beer on the global map until they changed the recipe 3 years ago. Right.
They didn't change it as bad as New Belgium changed theirs.
That's true. That is true.
Which is basically scrapping the recipe.
Number 3, Anchor Steam Beer.
Yeah.
The resurrection of a truly American beer style and one that helped define the image and concept of craft beer for decades to come. Number 4, Celis White.
Okay.
Right, with beer. A revival of a nearly extinct Belgian style that brought traditional wheat beer to American craft beer drinkers.
Yeah.
All right. And rounding out the top 5, Anchor Liberty Ale. An early pioneer that in the creation of the modern concept of the American IPA and an early standard bearer for what would become the country's most important style of beer. And let me also add, that wasn't put on there because I didn't write that part. I didn't write any of that, but I didn't add any. I wasn't asked to write any of that.
You let the beer writer write that one?
So yeah, of course. the country's most important style of beer. The original Liberty Ale,
Mm-hmm.
all right, was what would become, like, if memory serves, and I could be wrong here, and I don't think I am.
I know where you're going, and I think you're correct.
If memory serves, the original Liberty Ale was a fresh hopped beer,
And it became.
and Ken Grossman got together with Fritz, and it became Celebration for Sierra
And
Nevada.
I think you're correct.
Mhm.
Okay.
There you go. But in any event, there you go. Those are, so that being the case. But my point in bringing all this up is we've talked about this ad nauseum on this show so far. And in fact, two weeks ago, we had Pete Colucci on the show. And it was the whole show was talked about legacy beers and landmark beers and legacy brands. And a lot of them are falling by the wayside, and there are still a lot around. And it's important to remember. This is my statement, right? This is what I've been saying. It's important for us to remember where we came from, what got us here. All right, because a lot of these brands, a lot of these beers, they're not being purchased. They're being purchased by people like us, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're not filtering down into a lot of the younger craft beer drinkers. And some of these beers are not only fantastic on their own, but they're better than, and I don't mean to demean some of the newer styles and some of the newer beers that are out there, which are fantastic on their own, in their own right. But some of them are actually at least as good, if not better, than some of the more recent representations of those styles that are out there by these newer breweries. Again, no disrespect to any of them, but these are the OGs. These are the ones that did it first. These are the reasons. These brewers are the reasons you did those styles. You attempted to do those styles.
Let's push it back a little further. The reason that John and I got on this kick and why it became ad nauseum on this show was when we lost Anchor.
Right.
And there's discussion as to what happened. And I finally just went, it's our fault. We took them for granted. We figured they'd always be there. We figured we all went to the horizon. What's new? What's different? And we were all drinking all these new things. We wanted everything that was new. We forgot to go back to our old loves and buy those. And we lost Anchor. And we don't want to see it happen to some of these other breweries that are out there. We've already seen that Great Divide has shut down their tap room. Mm-hmm. That should not happen.
Oh, I didn't know
fantastic
that.
Beer. Yeah.
They're gonna wind up. I believe they're gonna wind up contract brewing. Like they're not going away, but they're gonna wind up contract brewing. And
well, I think part of it too is from the time I've been messing around doing the beer type stuff. I think some of these breweries get into an issue where they, for lack of a better term, management style. They lose track of how to actually manage their brewery for success. The problem with Anchor, one of the problems is they extended too far to try to be too much to too many people.
But was that due to the Asahi take? Was it Asahi who took them over? Who took it over?
Sapporo.
But no, before Sapporo, I mean, if 70% of your stuff is in California, I know breweries want to try to go as far as they can sometimes. You should stay in California. Or maybe you bleed into Washington, you bleed into Nevada, you bleed into stuff out. Like, there's a certain thing where you have like a treehouse sticking in the Northeast, for instance.
Right.
Because you end up overextending too much.
Sticking it, they don't distribute it at all.
They don't distribute anywhere.
But the biggest thing now, we started getting like some of the trillion type stuff. They're now starting to get out where we get them like in Ohio and some other states. Right. But one of the examples I always bring up is Sawgrass out of Kansas. They found themselves extending out too far, which led to their demise. Right now, one of the things I think that Bell's caught on to, and basically, I forgot who their parent company is now under Bell. I think it's New Belgium they're under.
New Belgium they're under.
They're actually pulling back to the Great Lakes region because they're seeing there's just too much spread out and it's hurting them economically. So as much as we want beers to be everywhere, sometimes it's better to keep them where they're at. And that gives them a better chance for success, I think.
I don't disagree with that at all, but Anchor distributed and reached out to where they were because at one point they could support the sales could support it.
Yeah, they could at one point. Yeah.
At one point, and what you're talking about is they failed to acknowledge when the sales stopped supporting it.
Yeah, and basically there was a wave when a lot of across the country. You see in all different states, it became more of a my community type beer, regional type thing. There were signs on the wall there where people were kind of wanted their brewery in their community, in their neighborhood. They still would get so many other ones outside, but it was kind of like there was a change that was taking place over the last 5 to 10 years where it's kind of like people were pulling back a little bit.
It started about 10 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, and
it's hard. It's hard to blame them though when you look at them being one of like, let's just say like the three matriarchs, Sierra, Sam Adams, Anchor. Sierra and Sam Adams has not needed to pull back whatsoever. Their sales are supported nationally. A lot of it is, a lot of their, their distro and their partners in distro, who we're not going to mention one of them. But, they're supporting. So Anchor, you can't blame them thinking, hey, we can support this as well. The country can support this because they have. I think they just failed to notice when it started to shrink on them.
Yeah, I mean,
actually, they did notice it, and they took the wrong damn step, and they rebranded, which was horrific.
That was bad too. Yeah,
that was really bad.
That wasn't a Fritz ownership thing. That was
a Sapporo thing.
Yeah, but if I would have came to you like 5-6 years ago and said 5 or 6 years from now, Lagunitas is going to shut down and pull back everything, you'd be like, Lagunitas? Much as they do all, I mean, it's happening to a lot of.
I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is right here. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's automatons in an office that have no friggin' idea what the craft beer industry is all about. And they just look at numbers. Okay, because Lagunitas sold out to Heineken
Europe,
right, Heineken Europe, and these automatons sit in an office. They say, okay, well, this beer, and this beer are making us the most money. Fuck everything else. This is all we're making.
Well, that's why you got Voodoo Ranger and New Belgium being pushed so hard.
Same thing.
Oh God, it's everywhere now, right?
It's everywhere, and it's not just in the ownership of that. And I'll get into. Well, let me get into this now, and I'll say this first. I didn't even know this, and this happened apparently a little while ago. But San Miguel, obviously, we know bought into Founders years ago.
Right.
They also bought into Avery.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Avery, in fact, a lot of the production of All Day IPA from Founders All Day IPA is actually brewed in Boulder at Avery. Okay. And to the point where Avery's making how many beers did Avery make? 1 million, right?
Yeah,
and a half.
You don't even see the gold. You don't even see the gold label beers.
You don't see anything anymore.
You see the
12
Raja,
beers,
like occasionally in Kansas.
12 beers, Rod.
Yeah,
12 beers. That's it.
Yeah.
The automatons at San Miguel said, "Hey, this is what we're doing. These are the beers that make us money. This is what we're doing." No, it's all.
I need to talk to somebody.
There you go.
I'm talking to you guys right now.
Well, but here's my thing, Rod. One of my favorite Christmas ales, obviously, other than, in fact, it's my second favorite Christmas ale next to Celebration. Okay, was Avery Old Jubilation. That's gone.
That was a good beer.
That's gone.
That's a good beer.
It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
Never have it again.
Remember they used to make Rumpkin too as a pumpkin beer.
Rumpkin was great.
Yeah.
They made Rumpkin and they made Pumpkin KYN.
Yeah.
Right. Barrel aged pumpkin. Right.
And they did the killer one too.
And that the KY was for bourbon, folks. Don't get a sick mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Although it was smooth.
It went down easy.
But that's my point. It's all about the dollars. It's all about the numbers. It's where some of the craft, some of the older landmark beers, legacy brands, it's where they went because some of these bigger industry folk bought them or bought into them and control some of what they brew and control and control a lot of what it is. And that's the problem. That's what we're seeing. So a lot of these brands that we loved for so long, that were fantastic, they're gone. They're going away. So before the rest of them go away, let's remember them. Let's buy them. Let's work on them.
And Rod, we are asking something of everyone that views and listens. And we would love if you jumped on board and did this on your show as well. We're asking them once a month, buy a 4-pack or a 6-pack of a legacy brand. Just once a month. And if everyone that did it, that listens to us and listens to you, we could save these breweries.
Yeah.
And keep them solvent, keep them going. Let them know that, hey, we still appreciate you. We still
you know what you should
appreciate your
do
beers.
is take one of the days and make it Legacy Day and run a video that day on the Legacy brand here in 29 months.
That is a fantastic fucking idea. And as everyone
Not
knows,
one day a year, 1 day a month. 1 day a month.
1 day a month, right?
1 day a
month you're gonna do.
1 day a month. We got to figure this out. And because as everyone knows, I am the calendar guy as far as all these silly
calendar
whore. I'll own that of all these special holidays and observances.
Right.
But John mentioned Avery, right? So I did maybe pull up my thing here. Bonbon Cerise, Ale to the Chief, Tugana IPA, Old Jubilation, Little Capolo, the Czar, Uncle Jacob Stout,
Uncle
the
Jacob's
real,
was fantastic.
the Real Peel IPA,
Uncle
Samuel's Oak Aged Ale, Vanilla Bean Stout, Pumpkin, Hazy-ish IPA, the Kaiser Imperial Oktoberfest, the Pompeian, the 22 Raja, the Nuttiest Professor, Hog Heaven, White Rascal, Apricot Sour, the Killer Service. That's the one I had the tequila. It was really good. 21 Avery IPA, Karma, and that's just the ones I actually had. Right, so considering so many others that were out there.
Oh, one of my favorites ever was Samael.
Yeah,
Samael. Holy God!
I'm looking at mine now.
Orgasmic.
That was great. I'm looking at mine now. White Rascal, Maharaja, Lilikoi Capolo.
Yeah, yep.
Okay,
right.
So this is
Avery IPA. Ellie's Brown Ale is a fantastic brown ale.
Ellie's Brown Ale. Yeah,
that's one they're still making.
You see this right here?
Yeah.
That is me taking my first sip of an oak aged Samael.
Oh shit! I thought it was Joe Biden's son doing something.
I think I'd be mad if that wasn't fucking funny.
He's like, "Oh, I dropped my Coke outside."
Where the fuck is my laptop?
I couldn't resist, folks. I couldn't.
No, it was good. That was good. That was good. That was good. Low hanging fruit. There you go. So, El Goza, Vanilla Bean Stout, Raspberry Sour, the Reverend, Raja.
Reverend, yeah.
The Reverend.
See, I didn't know my beers this. Oh, you're saying, I'm like, oh, yeah, I did have that. Yeah.
Tweak,
Tweak.
Old Jubilation, Hog Heaven, Uncle Jacob Stout, Rumpkin, Out of Bounds Stout, the Real Peel IPA. A bunch of these I had out at Avery too, but Pumpkin with the KY in there. Chai High. That was actually interesting. That was almost. It was almost
put the KY in the beer.
Didn't put the KY in the beer. That was almost the Chai High was almost like a Dogfish Head type of ancient ale kind of thing.
Plaything, yeah.
Fuckery. Fuckery, yeah. Apricot Sour, Bug Zapper, 23. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you get 23. Okay, all right.
Good. Fortuna, Out of Mind Coffee. That was Fortuna. Fantastic. Double-barreled maple stout. I don't tell you what I thought about that, and that was a 15.3% too. So.
I'm sure you love that one.
I mean, on and on and on. I could go on, but they're gone. They're gone.
And some of the ones I had that neither of you mentioned, Amacetia.
Okay.
Series 7. I think someone mentioned ginger sour. Did someone mention ginger sour? The coconut porter. The tangerine quad. Was amazing. The Persic Saison, Expletus, 2016 Expletus. It was a tequila and cherry in it. That thing was, and I think John, did you mention this one, Lil Koi Capolo?
Yeah, we've all had that one. Yeah.
There's Fortuna.
The Hawaiian sour.
Yes. Oh my God. Out of Bounds Stout. So many great stuff. Jesus, 20. I had 21.
That's
and just a straight up IPA.
Yeah.
A Dugana IPA, which was weird. Everything's in small cases except for the final A was in uppercase.
That's what's gonna be in your ass when you drink it.
Yeah. 20. And then, guys all mentioned Maharaja, and Maharaja was one of those beers that once you drank it for about a week, you didn't taste another damn thing.
But is it just because of these ones that have been acquired, or because I can say like Sierra Nevada, they're pushing, so they have the other stuff, but they're still pushing a lot more of the Crazy Little Thing series. That's like to become their bread and butter, right? But you think of other breweries that aren't bought out. You have
it's me and Avery. There you go.
Nice. You think of like some of the other ones, like Rogue, for instance. We used to see tons of different Rogue stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
You very see any of the
Rogue was the OG of fuckery.
Yeah.
They were
like the creator of the Bomber Wall, basically.
Yeah, they were the first ones to really start.
Very small place, Avery.
Very small place.
Very little. Very little.
One of these days, I really, really hope we do a show on No Selfies Day.
That wasn't a selfie. I took a picture of the building.
John would be crippled. He wouldn't know what to do. But no, Rogue, the stuff that Rogue came up with very, very early. Yeah. Before anybody else was really adjuncting the ever-loving crap out of beers.
Yeah.
Rogue was.
I mean, I used to watch the Fisherman Show, when they were getting the crabs. What's that show on? Like
Deadliest Catch.
Yeah, and they had a Sig beer, a beer dedicated to Sig.
Yes, they did have
it. Yeah, Captain Sig. Well, whatever.
Remember when they did the beer?
Yeah.
That's the brew house at Avery, by the way.
We've moved on from Avery, John. You got any pictures from Rogue?
I'm waxing nostalgic. I'm sorry.
Okay. You're waxing your what?
I'm waxing my nostalgic.
Okay.
He's using the hand tools that Vanessa talked about.
I'm using hand tools. Vanessa's hand tools.
Do you need a moment? You need to go off camera for a second.
Hold on. I need a little KY.
Yeah. But please.
But I remember Rogue had the Morimoto. The Morimoto. That was like the first rice.
Morimoto,
Yes, Morimoto was great.
Yeah.
They also had the two soba beers they made. Mm-hmm. They had the dark soba and the light soba. But they did that beer where they took one of their brewers, combed out his beard and used the yeast in his beer.
I remember it. I didn't have it, but I do remember it. Yeah.
I was brave enough to try it. Everybody else was like, that was gross.
What's worse? What's worse for you? Or
liverwurst or bratwurst?
What's more disgusting for you? That beer with the brewer's beard yeast, or the model's vagina yeast beer.
Didn't they do that in Australia, right?
We did it in Australia. That was Australia.
Yeah.
Or the Rocky Mountain Oyster Stout beer.
Well, I've had that one.
I'd almost. You said which one was worse for you, or which one?
No, I've had Rocky Mountain Oyster Stout, and it's actually
which one would make you? Which one?
Probably had the model yeast at some point too. You just didn't realize.
Oh no! I realized it.
You guys are just setting them up tonight. I tell
there are too many stories.
Boom! There you go.
Throwing up beach balls there for Rod.
It's right there, folks. It's right there.
And I love it that now he's spreading it out. It's not just
It's like softball when it's coming in. I'm about to slam this one. You just right there. Yeah.
Speaking of the model.
Anyway, so to wrap it up, buy your legacy brands. Buy your landmark.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea to do the legacy.
I like that legacy day.
I think that'd be awesome if people started running like a legacy day.
Yeah,
maybe put that out there on the channels.
We need to do something. I don't know if we can do it monthly. You don't want to take away the specialness. That's really find a better word for that.
Quarterly.
I mean, you could do it one day a year. I mean, you wouldn't try to do before them. I was saying if you did one day a year, you had all legacy beers you were featuring.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely could do that. But you can do a quarterly thing because there are quarterly ones like Orgasm Day is a quarterly thing. And we always do that on the either the solstice or the.
Well, here you go. You do a legacy beer day. You do it quarterly, and then each quarter you feature a brewery from the north, one from the east, one from the south, one from the west.
I kind of like that idea. Rod's still thinking. You need to open your third beer if you're still thinking.
Do I really need to?
Open
You kind of need to. What you got there?
I don't really do
triple mash. He's opening the triple mash.
I don't usually do this on a school night. 18% ABV, Dragon's Milk.
I
but in honor of
love
Vanessa.
that beer. There you go.
If you're doing that, maybe I'll go to a fourth if you're doing that in your.
I'll go to a fourth too, but actually, you know what? I'll go to a fourth now, only because I'm going to save the rest of this to drink after the fourth.
Let it warm up.
I'm gonna go to my fourth only because I'm almost done with this one, John.
Mm-hmm.
You guys make it so easy to drink around here. I tell you,
my fourth is lighter than the third. So
I recognize that can right there. That can may have existed in my luggage for a little bit.
Hashtag not proper glassware, because you're supposed to put it into a snifter glass, but I'm going ahead with the pint glass. But kids at home, I'm a professional. Don't try this for yourself.
He is a professional. We'll give you that.
Yeah.
Please.
It took me like forever to find this beer too. Like one of my places finally got it in. Like when I got it, it was like nobody can get the triple mash. It's one of those ones from Dragon.
I've never had that one. I have not had that one.
I'll tell you a funny story about that in a minute. But go ahead.
But while John's doing his thing, I'm going to open some Dead Flowers. This is foam.
Okay. In honor of.
Well, we mentioned foam brewing earlier.
Yeah.
From John's, because they're going to be at in Clark.
They're going to be in Clark, New Jersey, right off exit 135 off the Parkway at Paragon Tap and Table on Thursday, August 14th at 4 p.m. start. I will be there around 5. Al will be there around 4.
4. I thought
he may be there earlier than 4.
Speaking, it's going to sound bad, but speaking of dead, Gen X been taking hits this last few weeks on people dying, so to speak.
Oh, we are.
And I don't know. When I was growing up as a kid, I don't know if you guys you ever saw the show What's Happening in the Black community. That was like a big thing.
Oh hell yeah! What's happening?
D.
Hey.
Little D died today.
Yeah.
Did she?
60 years old.
60 years old.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
It's funny because my friend Coop, and he's passed as well, Leon. I had a cartoonist do a picture of him, me, and another friend of ours, and he was like, "Well, do you have a picture of him?" I'm like, all you got to do is picture Raj from What's Happening and just make his head a little bigger. That's all at the top. And it's funny because my friend Coop, I always called him Raj.
Mm.
And he's like, I don't look like Raj. I'm like, you fucking look like Raj. So when I showed him this cartoon that was done, he's like, oh my God, that looks just like me. I said, yeah. He goes, did you give him a picture? And and even the cartoonist, he knew the cartoonist, said, no, he just told me to picture Raj with a bigger portion of the
What's
top.
happening? He had a big.
And he's like, God damn it, I look like Raj. I love that show. Remember when the Doobie Brothers was on?
Doobie Brothers.
I
remember Doobie
Which Doobie Ubi?
Yeah,
it was Doobie Ubi. Oh my God! And then when what's his name would when Rerun would start to dance.
Yeah, Rerun do the dance.
Oh yeah.
Dwayne was never the brightest kid in the room.
Dwayne didn't have 2 brain cells.
What was Rerun's name?
I don't remember.
Not the actor, the actual name. Rerun was a nickname. What was his name?
Fred Barry?
Freddie Stubbs.
Freddie Stubbs.
Well, who's Freddie Barry?
No, that was his real name.
Oh, okay.
That was his real name. Okay. Okay, so no, I gotta say bye, DD.
Yeah, D was The quick comebacks they wrote for that character were always good.
Oh my God, the sarcastic comebacks was great. Yeah.
She was the consummate annoying little sister.
Yeah.
God love her.
She was, and do you remember?
No offense to my little sister.
Do you remember, and there was actually a spin-off of What's Happening.
Yes,
it was What's Happening now. Yeah,
I remember.
And Raj got married.
It was Raj.
And got married.
Rose was it Rose? Who's
Shirley?
Shirley was on the show.
Yeah, she was in it. But Raj, his wife in the show, the only other thing I saw her in, other than What's Happening now.
In the Heat of the Night.
No, you're right. It's 2 things. You're right. I forgot that. She was in the Heat of the Night, but she was in the movie. She was in that movie with
Sidney Poitier. Nice.
No, she was in the movie with
No, she was on a TV show in the heat of the night.
In the Heat of the Night. Now it's
the TV show, not the movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
She was in that movie Strictly Business. That
Strictly
Tommy Davidson was in.
Never saw it.
I remember that.
So I'm still trying to figure out with this beer, Dead Flowers. I don't know what's throwing it, but I get sesame out of this beer.
It could have been. It could have been the salmon
sesame,
roll.
but
Salmon roll you have with the sesame oil on
Salmon
it.
roll.
maybe that was it.
Sesame, who sesame?
I'm gonna use that. I like that.
I'm gonna run to the
No, no,
restroom.
no, that's
I'll be right back.
You got it.
That's upsetting to hear that Dee Dee died.
Just saw it before the show.
I didn't see it
popped
all.
up, yeah,
I don't
passed,
spend as
she
much
passed away
time
earlier
on-
today.
I don't spend as much time on Facebook as
Rod's not wrong. I
Those
mean,
two.
yeah, Gen X has
intentionally.
been taking a bunch of hits with some celebs lately. Yeah, it sucks. I don't know. Craziness.
well.
But
It's
not to bring down the
we're
show,
getting
but I know
No,
you said it
probably
before I was
we're
pouring my beer to D. Yeah, to D.
to Dee. And it's maybe not our generation, but people that.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Hold
what?
on. Hold on.
Hold on.
That is nice.
What is nice, John?
My beer, but I'm waiting till Rod gets back to talk about it. So
I know what the beer is because I saw
Thank
the
you.
can. You're welcome. And
Thank you.
We'll get into that a little bit more, but yeah, we've more and more of these passings are going to happen as we get older and older.
oh, of course. I mean,
But the one thing I got to say is we started watching the second season of Wednesday, and in the first season of Wednesday, Morticia Addams is played by Catherine Zeta-Jones. And the first season, she was beefier than I'd ever seen her. Not to judge or anything, but man, between the two seasons, she dropped like 30 pounds,
oh, well,
and she's looking like Catherine Zeta-Jones again.
there you go.
That you remember from what was the art heist one?
Yeah, the movie with Sean Connery.
Yeah, well, I can't remember what that one was, but
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Morning penny. Morning.
So that was the best thing about Celebrity Jeopardy was Dana Carvey doing. It was Dana Carvey, right?
No,
Doing
not Dana
something.
Carvey. That was
No, that's right. Oh, what was his name? Yeah.
Was it Daryl? Not Daryl Hammond.
Daryl Hammond. Yeah, it was
Was
Daryl
Daryl
Hammond.
that did him?
It was
Okay.
Daryl Hammond. It's like, I'll take Schwartz for $600.
Yeah, it was Daryl Hammond. It was Daryl Hammond.
That's
And that
that's
guy, I met Daryl Hammond a couple of times. He actually, when I was in radio, he actually filled in for Alan.
Oh yeah,
Combs
you've told us.
Oh,
before.
nice.
he filled in. Like I worked with Alan Combs for years, but he filled in when I was on vacation. He filled in for 2 nights, and he's a funny guy, great guy, but he was a chain smoker and a half, dude. I would
Really?
take a 3-minute commercial break. He would suck down an entire cigarette in 3 minutes.
Oh wow.
The penis mighty.
He said,
That
"I
is
think the rapist from 600."
Rapist.
Will Ferrell looked at the word.
Therapist.
He was, it's right there. Rapist. That's therapist. You
Therapist.
That's not what your mother said.
Yeah, right.
last night.
That's not what your mother said last night.
Shuck it, Alex.
I still love the role. The role he did in Untouchables is still one of my favorite roles to see.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Oh my god. I like to
Beat up the dead guy. He's beating the hell out of the dead guy, and the other guy's getting scared.
some great stuff. At any rate, so where are we? What do we?
I'm trying to find the movie that she was in with him.
Okay.
With Sean Connery.
Oh,
the
Entrapment.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Sean Connery roles. Such a silly action movie was The Rock.
The Rock was good.
Yeah, The Rock.
My
was good.
favorite Sean Connery role was James Bond was You Only Live Twice.
Mine actually was From Russia with Love.
Yeah.
That's my favorite James Bond movie, hands down. From Russia with Love. Because one of the bad guys in it is going to need a bigger boat.
True story.
Right?
You're leaving them out from Highland.
Robert shows.
Oh, Highlander, man.
Highlander.
And the best part about that is you've got a Scottishman playing a Spanishman against an American playing a Scot.
Scottishman.
And the best thing about Sean Connery playing that Spaniard role was the accent that he did for the Spaniard was described as Sean Connery.
Right.
That was his accent.
That was his accent. His accent wasn't Scottish. It was Sean Connery.
It wasn't Spanish. It wasn't Spanish. It was just
Scottish.
He just did
Sean
straight up Sean Connery.
So, really quick, my fourth beer that I opened, and letting my third beer warm up a little bit, is a beer that Dave brought me back from Austin. It's the Grodzisky from Live Oak Brewing. And this thing, when I post this later on This Week in Route Beer, I'm giving this a 3.2. Does that sound about right?
That sounds about right. Well, Grodzisky's are pretty low. So we do the BSUs, Bamberg Smoke Units. We introduce
like IBUs, it's BSUs.
It's BSUs, and so it's a scale of 0 to 5. Well, 1 to 5 actually, technically. Where 0 to 1 is absolutely no smoke presence whatsoever. But there shouldn't be, right? If you're drinking a Budweiser, you're in that 0 to 1 there because there's
this is for all beer. Like if you're drinking a Czech Pilsner, if you're drinking Pilsner or Kel, it's got a 0 on the BSU.
Well, that should be a 0. Yeah, it should be a 0, right? Now a 2 means you've got some smoke presence, but there really shouldn't. There's no smoke malts in it whatsoever. But something else is throwing some sort of smoky flavor to it.
Well, it's between 1 and 2. 2, you start getting into they.
So then be above 2, and then when you get to 3, is now you've got smoke malts, and you're actually starting to take smoke, but it's low. These are your entry level training wheels Rauch beers. Okay. 4, once you get to 4, now you're starting to get to what you want in a smoke beer. Now you're starting to taste.
You got the bacon. You got the
This is when they're starting to get meaty.
Yeah.
And by the time you get to 5, you're talking, oh my God, I'm sucking on a burnt down house. I can't drink this. It's entirely undrinkable. That's the 5. So that's the BS.
So where do you usually put St. Carla? Like 4.5 or so.
Well, which Schlenker?
Well, it depends on which one you have. Right, true, but a lot of them do have a pretty good smoke coming through.
Well, they're 4+.
They're 4+. Like the Meritzen. It's funny because you take the Meritzen in bottles here, and you're probably looking about a 4.6.
Okay.
And yes, this is prepare yourself for a flex here. But when you're drinking it off cask in Bamberg at the brewery, it's actually only about a 4.2 or 4.3. The smoke, the smoke is not as pronounced when you're drinking it off cask there. Maybe it has something to do with the Bamberg onion that you're eating at the same time. But no, it's not as pronounced. I think the smoke kind of builds, in the bottle a little bit.
Well, have you ever had the Evil Twin Ashtray Heart? Because I feel like that would be close to a 5 on your scale. That would be kind of close up there. The Ashtray Heart.
Ashtray Heart.
That's
imagine it would be.
You open the bottle, you lift the cap off the bottle, a little smoke comes out of it.
Yeah. I think the brewer left part of his cigarette in here. What the hell?
As long as it doesn't taste like an ashtray. As long as
the
smoke,
bottle,
but it's heavily smoked. No, it doesn't taste as much as the ashtray, but you could definitely.
But the bottle starts to cough, and you take it to the doctor, and it's diagnosed with emphysema. Yeah.
When you buy the bottle in a store and it has an oxygen tank attached to it.
no, it's got the surgeon. You buy the bottle at the store; it's got the Surgeon General's warning label on.
Well, yeah, what was the one that we always see when we were a kid? American Lung Association. They always had those commercials when we were kids growing up. You see their sticker on the side of the bottle.
Yep. There you go. You see that? You're probably talking about a 5.
Smokey the Bear's like, you don't want that.
Yeah. Only you can prevent drinking Grodzisky's.
Actually, today, funny you bring that up. Today, I actually saw a picture of the actual Smokey the Bear.
Really?
The little bear cub that was rescued from a forest fire. that
Okay.
that became the
Huh.
the face, so to speak, of
Well, it's funny. I can't play it now because my voice mod wasn't working, so you guys couldn't hear it. But on my show, I did a voice. One of the sound effects I have is actually an old Smokey the Bear commercial.
Does it?
From back in the 70s? Perfect
Only-
Gen X commercial because it's just a woman speaking, and she's just like coming across as sultry as you can imagine. And then at the end of it, it's just Smokey laughing like, "If I told you it was me, would you believed it?" Like, and it was just like, is Smokey the Bear getting ass on this commercial right now?
Smokey the Bear had game. I'm telling you,
He did.
he did.
I just realized on this can it says Nostrovia.
The Slovia. The Slovia.
It's like it's a Polish smoked wheat ale from Texas.
Yes, it is. I had the pleasure of actually talking to the owner of the brewery longer than I actually really expected to, because I went over to speak to him and I figured it's going to be just a hi and all that. I don't want to bother him too much. I'm not one of those kind of guys. He wouldn't let me walk away. We just kept talking. He's got a standard poodle, and his standard poodle is his major domo. If there's something that's kind of off in the brewery, the standard poodle will come and get him and basically say, "There's something you need to deal with, boss." But he's easily distracted with food, like most dogs. So you can get away with what you want as long as you've got like a burrito or two to feed the thing.
Exactly.
Well, it's funny that John has that one from Austin. There used to be a brewery I really enjoyed. Sadly, they went out of business years ago, but they had reached out when I was early on in the channel. Adelbert's Brewery. They were the first brewery I had a beer from that did a gin barrel beer. Oh, it was phenomenal. It was a gin. They were Belgian. They were like a Belgian.
John, do you need a moment?
I need a moment.
Adelbert's Brewery used to be out of Austin.
Adelbert's Brewing in Austin.
They did all like Belgian style ales. They did a gin barrel Belgian style. It was just.
Well, John mentioned Celis earlier. Celis is in Austin, and when I was out in Austin, I did go to Celis. I kind of almost, when I finally learned the story of what happened to Celis and the brand and how the Celis's daughter was kind of robbed of the brand, I'm kind of upset that I went to the brewery now. Yeah. Wow. We hope one day to actually get her on the show and talk about what happened there. But there's a point where Doug Smith had brought up
I'll bring it up right here because I was going to put it up right here. He said, I would have knocked Celis White off the top 5. Pete's Wicked at the time had more of an impact. A brown ale on tap.
And I agree with him. And the reason I think that Celis White didn't probably belong in that top 5, we're talking about the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame, and this was a Belgian style where
go ahead, finish. I'll tell you what I think in a minute.
Where the brewer left Belgium, the brewer that resurrected the style left Belgium, brought it over, and I think that might be why they put.
Well, no, that's exactly what I was going to say. This is more about the brewer than it is about the beer.
And I get it. Put the brewer in the Hall of Fame. I'm not too sure about the beer because Celis White. I love Celis White. Don't get me wrong, but it was a shadow of Hoegaarden.
Okay.
It was a shadow of Hoegaarden, and I agree with Doug. I think Pete's Wicked belonged on there more so than Celis White did.
Yeah. Well, look, there'll be more of these. This isn't the only thing.
Yeah. No, I get it, but I think as far as the induction class, because if you think about Pete's Wicked when it came out, we talked about the time where.
No, we're not talking about Pete's Strawberry Blonde either. We're talking about
Pete's Wicked, the brown ale.
So
when we were talking about that time where you had Anchor out, you had Sam Adams out, you had Sierra out, and we were starting to thirst for more.
Yeah.
And really, a lot of what we had was really just the imports, and then Pete's hit. We had another American beer to turn to. So I agree 100% with Doug that Pete's really belonged on there because it was something that very nice. Especially since it's against the Braves.
Right.
No offense to Ardovsky. He's a Red Sox fan.
He's a Red Sox fan. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. He lives in Atlanta, but he's a Red Sox fan. But at any rate, but I agree with him 100%. I think that had more of an impact. I think that was more important to our generation of drinkers in the craft beer world, because I was turning. Most of us were turning to the imports because we didn't have anything else to explore.
We had more. Yeah, I mean, what did we have? We had Sam Adams. We had Sierra Nevada by then.
We had Anchor.
We had Harpoon. We had Pete's Wicked.
But then
those of us were lucky enough to have Catamount. We had some Catamount.
But it became regional, to your point. It was Catamount. We had Stouts.
Right.
Stouts out to Pennsylvania, and it depends where you were in the country as to what you could get your hands on.
But yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And then
Doug's not wrong at all.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I never really actually got Pete's Wicked, but in studying brown ale, I asked this question.
Wait, in Jersey though, when you were in Jersey, you never got.
We never drank it. I mean, I left Jersey in '87 to go to college, and I was West Virginia and then out to Ohio, so I didn't really see it as much. I mean,
yeah, I think it maybe hit 88, 89 around here, so it's very possible you left before
late '80s.
Yeah,
it was late 80s.
But Pete's was a brown ale, right?
Yes, it was.
So a lot of the stuff when you study things around brown ale, a lot of times people credit Newcastle as being that brown ale that really kicked off the whole brown ale thing in the States. Do you guys agree with that or not? And the other thing I was going to say,
it's not
talking about Anchor. Talking about Anchor, they also could have had Old Foghorn, which really did a lot with the barley wine.
Oh yeah, I would drink Old Foghorn before I drink either of the other two. But
Nookie Brown was brown mostly only in name and possibly
keep in mind.
It didn't it didn't have the body.
It didn't. No, but keep in mind.
It was light. Yeah.
Yeah. Newcastle Brown was very thin, but keep in mind
olive oil thin, like
olive oil thin, 100%. Yeah. Keep in mind this. I will say right now there was more Newcastle Brown available in New Jersey than there was Pete's Wicked Ale, but there was Pete's Wicked Ale available, and I had plenty of it. But we're also talking to somebody that was from at the time Rhode Island. Mm-hmm. So there was clearly more Pete's Wicked Ale available there than there was Newcastle. Yes. So I understand what he's saying, and I agree with it. I do believe that those that actually moved forward into the craft realm that enjoyed brown ales liked Pete's Wicked better than Newcastle.
Okay,
clearly. Absolutely. But yeah, in New Jersey at the time there was more Newcastle available than Pete's Wicked.
But the thing about Newcastle, and I'm going to argue with you here a little, Rod. Sam Smith's Nut Brown Ale.
Oh yeah, well, I mean,
I think that's clearly a lot better. I mean,
I'm not just saying better. Yes, Newcastle may have been more prevalent.
It was,
but those of us who were looking to the imports, who had some craft beer now, and we wanted something that was better than that, we looked at Newcastle and went, no, this is mass market British. What else is there? And we saw the Sam Smiths, and Sam Smiths entered our life, and we were happier for it.
I'll be honest with you. Anytime I went beer shopping back in the day, I can't say almost every time I went beer shopping back in the day, I would come home with Sam Smith's Nut Brown Ale and Taddy Porter.
Porter's another good one.
And not for nothing, their oatmeal stout was the benchmark for oatmeal stouts. Still is, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I think when you look at Newcastle, I don't think it's going to win a lot of people over. It's almost like it's not that it's the best; it's the one that just kind of opened the door. And if I put it in comparison, I would say it's almost like, although if I put it with a Jackie Robinson definitely had the skill set, but he wasn't the best black player to go into the major leagues at the time.
But the most important,
but he was the one. He was the one the most that could accept everything that's going to be thrown his way.
Right.
Yeah. If you put Satchel Paige in there, you put Josh Gibson, there'd be fights breaking out, and he'd be like, "Okay,
Satchel didn't put up with shit."
Yeah. So,
and then there was New Jersey's own Larry Doby too. So.
Yeah, and it was kind of like that person that beer was just the one that opened the door. And then other brewers said we could do this better.
It had more of a mass appeal. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah. There you go. So, all right. I do want to, just Doug did say he's on his fourth too.
Yeah. Only your fourth, Doug.
You lightweight. But he did say you could feature a legacy.
Not lightweight. Normally, Doug out drinks us on every show.
But he says you could feature a legacy beer on each or every other show. I wouldn't mind doing it. Maybe every other.
That'd be
every
like 2 a
third-
month, though, right? So
I could do every third show. Maybe it could feature one legacy bread.
We tended not very too far off of that. We'll probably
Yeah, for the most part, those
every
always gonna
fifth
be-
show there's a legacy beer that shows up.
at least. But yeah, I mean, on the last 2 weeks ago, we had nothing but legacy beers.
Well,
So-
yeah, because it was set up that way.
right. That was the show.
Oh, and I drank a Yeti on that show.
You did.
Fucking love that beer.
Well, that's the other thing. You talk about Great Divide, then we'll get on to the top threes. But we talk about Great Divide. That's another one of my favorite beers. Hibernation Ale.
Yeah.
Hibernation Ale is fantastic. I haven't had that beer in years. I can't find it anywhere. And Great Divide's not in Jersey anymore.
Nope.
I've actually got a series on the Yeti beers that'll be upcoming soon that I'm going to be doing.
What was your favorite Yeti, Rod?
I haven't done them yet. I got them all ready to go. I got to record the videos for them. Yeah. I'm finally going to do them.
I'll tell you my favorite, and let's see if you agree. I don't want to sway you anyway, but the Espresso Yeti was my favorite.
Which one?
Espresso.
Espresso.
Oh, espresso. Okay.
That was my favorite, and my number 2 was just straight up fucking Yeti.
Yeah.
That's just such a beautiful beer. Absolutely beautiful beer.
It's sometimes the base beers are not like.
Yep.
We talk about like a few years ago. Like you had the Oscar Blues and you had their 1050.
Oh,
1050 alone is strong, right? Did you really need a barrel aged 1050? Probably not, but
everybody needs a barrel aged 1050.
You got to get a barrel aged 1050. And Dave, I'm not going to say it. We won't go any further on this conversation, but remind me Saturday about barrel aged 1050.
We'll do.
There you go.
Because Saturday is International Geocaching Day.
Yeah.
That's why John brings it up. Yeah, try to make it. You can't. You won't be able to.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, so you're not wrong. Barrel aged 1050 is fantastic.
Yeah.
So at the beginning of the show, we mentioned all of the special days that are today.
No, we actually didn't.
We actually did not. We actually passed it because today is National Toasted Almond Bar Day, and I could not find any to eat at the beginning.
Oh, by the way, and I'm going to tell you why you didn't find it, because I went to the store too. They stopped making them.
Those cunts. I'm sorry, those jerks.
Were you trying to find Almond Joy or something?
No. Good Humor's toasted almond bars.
They are a thing of the past. I went to the store. I went to 2 stores. Good Humor is not making toasted almond bars anymore.
I need to talk to somebody. I need to go straight up Karen on this.
I could have bought everything. I could have put strawberry shortcake. I could have bought chocolate eclair. I could have bought any of them.
I actually found
toasted almond.
I found the cookies and cream today, and and just the straight up chocolate one that's got the damn it! Our whole childhood's
gone.
Is there a national Pez Day? I used to love Pez as a kid.
Well, Pez. I mean, Pez.
Pez. You talking Pez? You talking like Pez? You talking like something like this? Yeah. You know it's an acronym, right? It's an acronym in, I think,
pretty enormous.
Danish. No. Zebras. I think it was it Denmark that there was. I was at the Pez Visitor Center in Orange, Connecticut.
Brian went to his 4th beer now, so yeah.
But this is where I actually got my Mandalorian Pez dispenser. Any rate, it's also World Elephant Day. Which is interesting because I do have Carlsberg Elephant in the fridge.
You do.
I should have drank one.
Yeah.
Doug is on his 5th. Brian.
There we go.
Brian's on his 4th beer. Went to the kegerator blunderbore. There he is.
Okay, all's right with the world. Okay.
All's right with the world. And Doug, no more toasted almond heresy.
I agree.
Now, heresy. As long as there's no more heresy, because that would be.
Oh my God, I love heresy. Weyerbacher's Heresy is just one of my favorite friggin' beers. That's Old Heathen. That's their barrel aged imperial stout.
Heresy is Old Heathen, barrel aged Old Heathen. Yeah,
and you can age that up to about 3.5 years. At 3 years, it is friggin' perfect. That beer.
Anyway, so go ahead.
But we're going to honor, and I forget exactly how it's phrased. It's right up here on here. It is. No, not National Sewing Machine Day. It's not that. Oh, National Vinyl Record Day.
Yes.
That's what we're going.
Yes, we were going National Vinyl Record Day.
And awkward silence. So that brings us.
Silence.
I put Skittles in my mouth when you did that piss.
There we go.
Yes, National, whatchamacallit, National Vinyl Record Day.
And normally John introduces the top three, so I'm expecting him to speak after that, but he seems a bit distracted right now.
No, I'm going to put it up right there.
Okay, there we go.
So our top three list tonight is top three favorite vinyl albums.
Type what you are doing tonight here.
Top three favorite.
Well, no,
you put up the placeholder.
I put it for you, and you never did.
What?
Well, you didn't type it there. You could have typed it elsewhere, but
you were entering all the shit tonight.
I know, but anyway. So, tonight's top three list because of
state your name.
I state your name because of National Vinyl Record Day is top three favorite vinyl albums. Top three favorite vinyl albums of all time that we've purchased. That you've still have. We had in the past, whatever. Top three favorite vinyl albums. There you go. Ones that top three favorite vinyl albums you played till you couldn't play them anymore because the needle would just pop around because you played them too much. Yeah.
Rod, you're up first.
This vinyl.
The Beastie Boys.
That's tough. I told John earlier. It's kind of funny because back in the 90s, I was actually a DJ.
We all were.
Radio. Yeah, we all were. Okay. And then doing parties and I say a DJ because you have DJs nowadays that do their stuff, but it's all electronic. It's not like that. Like we had to think on the dime.
We had the
vinyl. We were doing the mixing and doing the party scratch.
We had the two turntables and a microphone and the mixing board. Yeah,
and we had to know which songs to pick up with the right beats per minute to mix the songs in, so it was nice and smooth. And they kept people on the dance floor. Nobody got off, and it got the crowd hyped and all that kind of stuff. So it was a different type of time, but. It's like three album. I mean, I grew up as a kid on K-Tel. K-Tel had all the hits back in the day. K-Tel had all the hot ones. Yeah, I had that.
Dynamite was one of my favorite albums they put out. That was and it was all these compilations of the songs of the day.
Yeah. But I feel like I have to put in.
Okay, Roger, K-Tel is why I know the Lord's Prayer. Because there was a disco version of the Lord's Prayer that came out that was on a K-Tel album. And because I played it so much, that's how I learned the Lord's Prayer.
That is something right there. Yeah.
That's probably a ticket straight to hell right there, buddy.
I remember like Hotline and stuff like that, but I don't remember the Lord's Prayer being one. But
the Lord's Prayer was one. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That and remember the disco version of the Cantina song from Star Wars. Yeah.
So I actually had a Star Wars record back in the day that had that on it. It was all the Star Wars. It was like the Star Wars club type hits.
I couldn't hear a word you're saying because John's mic is so damn loud right now.
I wasn't even thinking about that record until you said it. Like I did play a lot of that shit out of that record back in the day. Well, one I'd have to put obviously Michael Jackson Thriller. I had to put
that's a fantastic fucking
that record was getting played all the time, the different cuts on that one. And then I was thinking Prince.
Which one?
But then I was Purple Rain? Which one, right? And I was thinking Purple Rain, but then I was leading towards 1999 as well, double album. Double LP. I mean, controversy, 1999. But I was like, I think I did have to come back to Purple Rain. Now, Purple Rain was just such a banger. And I mean, and then you gave us Nikki on that as well.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, here's the thing about Purple Rain, that album, right?
Mm-hmm.
The oddest, best, wildest thing, one of the hits off of that album had no bass line. When Doves Cry, there's no bass line in the song When Doves Cry.
He had a few. Pearls had no. I don't think I had a bass line either. It was something Pearls. Shit, I can't remember the name of the song now. But I don't think that had. He did that. He did that more than once.
Yeah.
But you got to remember this was supporting to. I don't know if it supported the movie or the movie supported the album. But I've got one word for both of you guys. Apollonia.
Oh, yeah.
Apollonia. Well, Vanity too. I mean,
Yeah,
Prince
but
had going, and then later Sheila E, then Sheena Easton, and like, Prince, what are you doing over there, man? Maybe Prince is getting all these women always wearing high heels and all this stuff walking around.
Oh, sometimes he looks better than his women. Yeah.
So I had those two, and then the third one, it was like I grew up during the time of the golden age of kind of the hip. I was like, what did I play a lot back in the day? And I was thinking it was a Public Enemy, was it Carrots One? And then it was like, you know what? Actually, it was Queen, the game.
Nice.
Queen, the game was one that I got on. I still have it on vinyl here. I played the shit out of that when it. Another one, like Don't Try Suicide, was one of my favorite songs on it.
Oh,
Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Another one, Bites the Dust, was obviously the big hit, but just a great put together album. I mean,
it absolutely was. There was so much range in that, and they let all four of them kind of went off on that one.
Yeah,
because you had not Dragon Slayer, Dragon Killer, Dragon Attack.
Yeah.
Boom. That had enough bass to make it for Prince not using bass.
Yeah,
that album did. My first ever LP was News of the World by Queen.
Oh wow, okay.
That was my first ever album. It doesn't make my list though.
Well, when I went back to Jersey last time, my mother I tried to get some records from her, and she's like, "No, you can't take that. No, you can't take that. No, you're not listening." She's like, "I just do them all the time." But she did release. She's like, "You take this one back," and it was like the first Led Zeppelin album that I brought back when I came back and everything. But then, as a kid, as a young teen growing up, the Ohio Players, not for the music, just on the album, but the album covers. The Ohio Player.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on here, but I'm feeling something looking at this album cover right now.
That was, As a teen, you're tacking that to the wall. You're talking. You're straight up pictures of Lily going on.
Exactly.
Right Damn. Yeah, I had to throw a Who reference in there.
But I did mention the Beastie Boys. That Beastie Boys album I played like tons back in. That was like back in the day. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice list.
Cool. All right. Dave, yours.
This was tough for me. I've got my honorable mentions are the same band, but two albums from the same band, and it's Jethro Tull.
Oh,
and Aqualung. Not so much for Aqualung and Cross-Eyed Mary, which was on the first side, and okay for
me it was Aqualung, but
for I was
going to say, make sure to tell young folks Jethro Tull was a band, not just a person, because they go look them up.
Ian Anderson was the band. Jethro Tull. So the thing about Jethro Tull is they didn't get asked back a lot, so they had to keep changing their names. And Ian Anderson would pick something out of the dictionary, and he found the name of someone who invented the seed drill. And that was the name that they had when they were discovered. So that became the name of the band. So you're right. It's not the person, but that's how they became across their name. But that album, to me, the second side of it's called Dear God. And for millennials and Gen Z, second side, these albums, they had two sides to them. It wasn't just a whole bunch of MP files. You actually had to put it on. Oh, that's a great fucking album right there.
This is another one I took from my mom when I was up there. Bad Company.
But the second side of that album, Dear God, when people say, where did I get my religious beliefs? One was being a history major, and the other one was listening to the second side of that album. But also part of that honorable mention is this album by Jethro Tull, Broadsword and the Beast.
Yeah.
This was from '81. And what I loved about this, if I can get a close-up on here, is you see there's these runes on there. These are these Germanic runes.
That's cool.
They're the same exact runes that Tolkien used for the Dwarvish runes in his books. And I'm such a damn Tolkien nerd that when this album came out, my brother and I were in the Village. I can't remember, St. John's record store.
Yeah.
And we're going through and I pull this album out. And I'm like, Bring me my broadsword and clear understanding. Bring me across the gold as a talisman. And my brother's like, what are you doing? I'm like, that's what this says. Because you can read them. Like, yeah, I can read that. But so these are honorable mentions. So I'm going to go to my number 3. My number 3, and I just mentioned I'm a Tolkien nerd. My number 3 is this album. This is Bo Hansson. Bo Hansson was a Swedish keyboard player. And this is music inspired by The Lord of the Rings. This is all psychedelia and a half. He was not very, very well known, but he was just so trippy that Jimi Hendrix would jam with him.
Wow.
Quite a bit. And he's got a bunch. He also put another one inspired by Watership Down, but he had a bunch of other albums, Magic Hat, and a few others. But this is what got me into him. And I bought this not too far from where John lives right now, Peddler's Village in Wall, which is now completely defunct.
Wow.
There's nothing there, and hasn't been anything there for years.
It's been dead for years, but they had a record store there, and this is where I got this. And it's funny. I saw it the first time, I saw it the second time, and my brother finally talked me into buying it the third time. So my 2 and 1, I actually don't have the albums on me. My number 2 is a little highbrow, and it is E. Powers Big. E. Powers Biggs. And he's doing Johann Sebastian Bach's Toccata and Fugues. But he's doing it on the Freiburg Cathedral's organ in quadraphonic sound. So if you had a quadraphonic system and you played this album, you would hear it like you were sitting in the cathedral through the organs, through the 4 different outlets for the organ in the Freiburg Cathedral. And that organ in the Freiburg Cathedral is one of the organs that Johann Sebastian Bach helped install into the church. So it's impressive as hell. And when you listen to this, there's chills. When they go into the Toccata and Fugue in D minor, that thing just sends chills through your spine when you listen to it the way it was supposed to be listened to. Okay, the best way to do it would be have been in the cathedral while he's playing it, of course.
Sure.
To get that, but to hear it like this was something special, that album. But my number 1, and it's only because I think I bought it 4 times. It's a double album. It had a poster of the band. It actually had a mobile that you had to put together. And the reason I kept buying is because I would rip the poster or fuck up the mobile or something, so I had to buy it again. It was Electric Light Orchestra's Out of the Blue from 1976.
ELO, yeah.
ELO. I bought it 3 times to replace the poster. The 4th time I bought it is because it was on blue vinyl, clear blue vinyl.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah.
And ELO and this album was the 2nd ever album I ever owned.
There you go.
Yeah. You mentioned it. Like, one of the records I got, it wasn't a full album, but Prince had released a Purple Rain edition. Where that's Purple Rain on one side on vinyl, and on the back side is the song God he did. It was never released on the album.
Oh,
and
really?
The record is purple. I've got it here somewhere.
That's great.
I love it.
It's fucking awesome. And the other thing I was going to say, you had that one up there earlier. The kids today never know the fun of going into a record store after school or on the weekend. Just the artwork that was put into some of the album type.
Oh my God,
stuff.
yeah, absolutely.
This the fun of going through and
seeing. Are you talking about this one here?
Yeah, like when you hold that one up there and some of the cool stuff we would see. I mean, there was a pride to it. Yeah.
And the thing is, if we just loved it if the inside had this.
Yes.
Lyrics. This is the only way we knew it. We couldn't Google lyrics.
Right.
The album actually had to list the lyrics for us to know them, or we had to try to figure them out on our own.
Right.
That was the thing. What album is in your hand right now? It must be important.
And speaking of, I was going to just share with the kids in the classroom, talking about the Ohio Player album.
Oh, there we go.
Back in the day, this is one of the more not even risky.
One of the tamer ones.
Yeah, one of the tamer ones they had back then. Yeah.
Roller Coaster of Love is one there.
Yeah. Mom, where's that Ohio Players record at?
'Cause I gotta go to the bathroom, Mom.
Yeah. In your bedroom fire. You better believe it.
So those are my top three. So
Nice.
Johnny, what you doing?
I'm actually down. I'm getting on my phone. I don't
I
have.
know you're on your phone now.
I don't have any of these albums, and you know why. Some people.
I know. I actually have the album. The two that I mentioned. I have them. They're just. Where are they, John?
In a box in storage.
They're in a box in storage. Yes. So
all my stuff was in storage. Do we got the new house?
I've got some of my stuff. I got some of my stuff out here. I mean, I can look right over there and see. Let It Be by the Beatles.
That was one I actually thought about too. Was Let It Be by the Beatles. Yeah,
that's such a fantastic album.
Yeah.
I've got so many albums here. I actually thought one album I was almost actually going to go off music and do Monty Python's Contractual Obligation album. Which is it's a hilarious album. And another one that maybe possibly an honorable mention, Hotel California.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Eagles. Yeah.
And I do have that sitting over there. I've got Zappa's Weasels Rip My Flesh. There's so many, but they're over there. They're kind of out of reach unless I get up. So I'm right now. I'm just stalling for John.
Oh, thank you. I'm done. I did it.
Okay.
All right. So my top three are I have.
Wait a second. I got a premonition. Wait a second. There's a premonition. At least one of them will be Rush.
I have.
Okay.
Three,
go ahead.
All right. I have three honorable mentions. Okay.
Three honorable mentions.
Three honorable mentions. Now here's the thing. My musical tastes are very eclectic. Yes, prog rock's probably at the top of everything for me, but I like just regular rock, classic rock, jazz, even R&B. All right. So that being said, I'll give you three honorable mentions, and I'll give you my 3, 2, 1. All right. So my first honorable mention is going to be an R&B album. It's I Am from Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
And that is the album cover right there.
And that is a beautiful album cover.
All right.
They always have beautiful album covers.
Absolutely. In the Stone, Can't Let Go, Boogie Wonderland, obviously.
Boogie
Wonderland,
yeah.
And
might be my favorite Earth, Wind, and Fire.
After the Love Is Gone is probably the biggest hit off of that album. But
Boogie Wonderland might be my favorite Earth, Wind, and Fire song.
Yeah. So that's one honorable mention. Next honorable mention, Al Jarreau. His 1982 album, Jarreau.
Wow. Okay.
Morning, Mr. Radio, morning, little tree.
There you
go.
Man.
That's that number. That's my next honorable mention. And number three.
John, I hate to do this to you. It took too long, but I need to pee.
All right, I'll wait till you get back.
I didn't do any of the honorable mentions, though. I guess I did mention a couple. I mentioned.
Well, you did.
You guys go off on some other things. I'll be right.
Well, okay. Speaking of Vinyl Day, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, John.
No. I'll wait till he gets back. You talk about it.
No, speaking of albums, so we go into the 45s.
Mm-hmm.
What a Fool Believes. The Doobie
Oh my God, you got a What a Fool Believes 45.
I got a 45.
Oh wow.
Chic, La Freak.
The Freak.
Freak Out.
Freak Out.
That was
The
a
Freak.
big hit at the roller skating rink. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Nile Rodgers.
Shalimar, second time around.
Second time around.
Little Cher, Take Me Home, and My Song. Yeah.
Oh yeah, great. Awesome.
I used to love this one as a kid. Didn't really know the full meaning of it. But BT Express, do it till you're satisfied. I used to love that one as a kid. Go on and do it. Cheryl Lynn, Got to Be Real.
Got to be real. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And this is Gary's Gang, Do It at the Disco.
Good.
Yeah, these old 45 my mom still had from when I was a kid.
And Cheryl Lynn, now this is a very polarizing song. Toto, one of the Toto songs was...
Just saw them in concert, by the way.
Yeah, it was Georgie Porgy.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, and Georgie Porgy, the vamp at the end of it was Georgie Porgy pudding pie, kissed the girls and made them cry. It was Cheryl Lynn.
Yeah.
Cheryl Lynn did that.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Okay, so did you finish your honorable mentions?
I did not. My third honorable mention is a Chicago album.
Chicago Transit Authority or
Chicago,
well,
Chicago Transit Authority was their name for their first album, and then after
was the jazz fusion band, yeah.
After Chicago won, Chicago. There's no album named Chicago One.
Just Chicago.
Okay, it's Chicago Transit Authority, and the name of the album is Chicago Transit Authority.
Yes.
Okay, but Chicago 16. All right. Now I'm a fan of Chicago. I've seen them a bunch, but Chicago 16. The reason I put them in here, there's a lot of great albums, and there's some songs on earlier albums that I like better than some songs on Chicago 16. However, as an album, there's a lot of R&B influence on Chicago 16. It's a really, really cool album. So that's my number 3 honorable mention. But my 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Okay.
We jump back to rock for my 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So my number 3 album is Billy Joel, Glass Houses.
Okay.
You may be right.
I may be crazy.
I remember that one. I remember that album. Yeah.
What's your favorite song off
There's
of it?
so many great songs on Glass Houses.
Pick one.
Whatchamacallit? All for Lena probably is probably.
I thought we were gonna, but maybe because I took French in high school.
Mm-hmm.
C'était toi. You were the one.
Yeah.
Because I understood every word of when he went into French on that one.
There you go. Glass Houses probably, like, it was just, I had heard Billy Joel before that, but when Glass Houses came out, it was 11, 12, whatever. So it was just,
Turnstiles was my favorite album of his.
Yeah. I mean, but no, there was.
No. I'm sorry. The Stranger. The Stranger had Stiletto on it, had Vienna on it. Yeah.
Yep.
And The Stranger, of course.
Yeah. That's my number 3. My number 2 is this guy right here. Led Zeppelin 4.
Zofo, as some people would like to call it.
Led Zeppelin 4. Yes, it's the one with Stairway to Heaven on it. But it's got Black Dog. It's got Rock and Roll. It's got Misty Mountain Hop. It's got Going to California.
And we're back to Tolkien again.
When the Levee Breaks.
Because Misty Mountain Hop
this is one of those albums that I can put on and listen to the entire album.
Misty Mountain Hop is a tribute to Tolkien.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah,
and then, also the Battle of Evermore.
Battle of Evermore. Absolutely. Now my number 1. Now those of you
the only question is which one.
Right. So now those of you that know me know I'm a huge Rush fan. Okay. I could have put Rush albums for all
1,
3
2,
of
3.
these. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and all of the honorable mentions as well.
Yeah,
all right. But I tried to break it down into what I actually listen to the most. So I just wanted to be fair and go with one Rush album. And of all the Rush albums, and believe me, I love every single Rush album. I love every single song on every single Rush album.
The greatest one is
going to be this one right here. 2112, right there.
And I knew you were going to go with that one.
That's
my favorite. My favorite Rush song is off of the most well-known album, Moving Pictures.
Moving Pictures, yeah. Limelight.
No.
Tom Sawyer.
Red
Barchetta. My favorite song. Now mind you, I love every single song on Moving Pictures. My favorite song off of Moving Pictures is Vital Signs.
Great song. So Rod's holding something off camera right now.
Well, I was going to say, I thought it was the first one, but it was the second one because he put up Led
There she is. I knew I could see what you had there.
Right there.
Led Zeppelin 1 is the one with the Zeppelin.
With the Zeppelin. I thought she had it. Maybe she hid it from me.
I
had that one there.
That's actually from Lakewood, New Jersey.
Yeah.
That's actually,
do you know where they got their name from?
You're going to go down. You're going to go down like a lead balloon.
It actually came from the lead guitarist from the Who.
Really?
Pete Townsend. Yeah.
Pete Townsend, when he heard that Robert Plant and Jimmy Page were going to do a kind of blues rock fusion band, he said that's going to go over like a lead
balloon. Yeah.
And so they heard him say that,
Mhm.
and they took that and they made it Led
Did the
Zeppelin.
Zeppelin. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, because who was cooler than Townsend?
Who's
Well,
cool?
yeah.
I
Well,
saw.
the other, go ahead.
No, you go first.
No, I was gonna say the other thing for day 2 because I found this one sitting here. I don't have a jacket for it, but I talked about the Star Wars thing.
Mhm.
This
There
is
it
Star
is.
Wars. So this was the Star Wars record that came out.
Talk for
It was
1 second.
actually-
I got a bio break now, so there you go.
All right.
There you go.
Music inspired by Star Wars and other galactic funk by
Oh,
Mecca.
that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, so it had the cantina and all the different songs that were all on here that they were playing, like the little disco versions from Star Wars songs.
Well, we're also talking about John actually left rather than just muting himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you were talking about the artwork on albums.
Mhm.
I wish I had a Molly Hatchet album.
Molly Hatchets were pretty cool.
Well, that was Frank.
Yeah.
That was Frank Frazetta.
Yeah.
Did some of theirs. Appetite for Destruction. That's Guns N' Roses. Oh God, I can't remember the name of the album. But another band that had some of the greatest freaking album covers was this band right here.
Ah, okay.
Right. So this is this is Fragile. I've got more of their stuff,
Yeah.
but this is the
Yeah,
one
yeah,
I have.
that's some really good stuff. Yeah.
So when you fold this out, you can really see some of the beautiful artwork that they had on their albums. It's just stunning.
Yeah.
And, I already showed it. Jethro Tull. They had some great artwork, and even that Bo Hansen has some fantastic artwork on it. But there was
Nice.
album art. Album art was. It was an art form.
It was an art form, yeah. And actually, I feel kind of sad right now too because as I was going through stuff, I didn't realize I had this record. This is a record I got like
What is
years
this?
ago. This is because he's been repopularized by Dave Chappelle, Rick James, bitch.
Oh, Rick
This
James.
is Rick
bitch!
James. This is Reflections, and it has like Fire and Desire, You Turn Me On.
You Turn Me On. It's a great
Super
song.
Freak, Give It to Me, Baby, Mary Jane. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I did not realize I had that record. You and I busting out. And it's got like, I could try to clean it or whatever, but I'm like, oh, this is like a gem from back in the day.
We know Rod J's playing this tomorrow.
If I can get it to work.
We're gonna catch up. While John's gone, we're gonna catch up with some comments. Brian Boak had put up his top 3. Rush 2112, which matches with John's. Supertramp's Crime of the Century, which is interesting because Breakfast in America, I really liked that, but Crime of the Century had some better songs on it, absolutely. And Head East Live. So we need some more comments on that one. But when you brought up Thriller, Brian brought up the fact that he played Thriller at his tech hi-fi
To sell
school.
speakers.
To sell speakers, absolutely. Doug
You know,
Smith
he says that. It reminds me of the Boogie Nights scene when Buck is trying to sell music in a country store. And he puts
yeah. So Doug Smith put up his top 3 again. Rush 2112. So that seems a common theme here among. And then Boston's their first album. There's some great album art right there. Frampton Comes Alive.
Yeah.
Now Frampton Comes Alive.
Wow, 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 wow.
Yeah.
When you talk about live albums, it's funny because you have a lot of the live albums are, they're live versions of the songs that everybody knows. Frampton Comes Alive is a live album, and those are the songs that people know from Frampton. It's off that album, not off his studio stuff, and that's a rarity in the music world right there.
Yeah.
So that's
funny note about Pete Frampton. So Fretboard Brewing here in Cincinnati, he's friends with the owners, I think, there.
Oh, really?
So, because he's from this area, I guess. But they literally, at one of the beer fests, they made a keg and ran the tap through one of Peter Frampton's guitars. It was the coolest shit that was there. Yeah, it was the coolest shit
That's
I've ever
amazing.
seen. Yeah.
So Doug Smith adds, my son just came back from Chicago. He came back from Chicago, and yes, he brought me a bottle of wort.
Would you piss off your son? You piss off your son or something, Doug?
We love it here.
Had to start questioning the parenting skills.
We love it. And then Brian Polk actually put up his favorite 45s, Commander Cody and the Lost Planet Airmen. And oh my God, Hot Rod Lincoln.
Yeah.
So we know that Brian Boak's his 45 collection is mostly stuff that would be on the Dr. Demento show.
Yeah, and you also you missed all. You also, when you went to had a bio break before, you missed all of Rod's 45s.
Oh yeah, I had the 45s.
Oh, I've got a bunch sitting over there. I'm not going to get into them because it's getting late.
You don't want me to go through.
Yeah. Here's another one: Stevie Wonder's original Musicarium #1.
Oh Jesus Christ, that is classic.
Yeah,
man, that's some beautiful stuff.
I don't really. How many records I have around because I got another stack of stuff over there too. This is like I need to go sort them out.
If I pulled my boxes out of storage, we'd be here all fucking night.
I met Stevie Wonder once in Sam Ash in Paramus, New Jersey, music store.
Is he looking good? Really? You're looking good.
And let's stop. And
he just coming.
Before
he's got that sense. He's got that sense of humor.
Anyway, so when I first walked in, my buddy, Rich was standing there. I was like, "What's up, Rich?" He says, "Stevie's here." So anyway, before I met him though, we're standing there watching him. He's just jamming on the keyboard. He's fantastic. Everybody that was in the store that day just stopped and listened to Stevie jam.
How
right?
Can you not?
And this little kid was in there with his father, and he had a piece of paper and a pen, and he wanted his autograph. So he walked up and didn't say anything to him. He just stood there and was holding it out as if Stevie was going to notice him and sign it.
Oh.
So finally somebody walked over and grabbed him and, made him sign it or whatever. But I felt so bad for the kid, but it was pretty cool. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, he's a treasure.
Yeah. I just got to wonder how he signed it. Like,
his
signature always different, or does he have like down to a pattern?
I would imagine he probably had it down. I didn't look at what the kid signed. I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
anyway,
so yeah. We could talk about that. We could do a whole other show or two on music.
Yeah, thank God it was just vinyl and not cassettes and CDs and everything else, right? Yeah. That was with National Music Day. We'd be here forever.
Real quick question for you guys. What was the first piece of vinyl you had when CDs came out that you decided to get your first CD and transfer to CD?
Oh shit! So like the first CD purchase?
Yep. That you had owned on vinyl and you had to get on CD to see what the hell CDs were about. John's got his out.
This was an amazing CD. It's still in the blister pack.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. It's 2-to-1 After Hours. It's a jazz out of contemporary R&B CD.
Right. Interesting.
All right. And I'll show you the back. All right. So there's the back of it. And if you move in, like you see the guy in the middle?
Yeah.
Recognize him?
Nope.
No, you don't recognize that guy in the middle?
I don't recognize the guy in the middle.
Really?
No.
No.
Who is that guy in the middle?
That guy in the middle is me. There you go.
That's a good-looking guy. That's not you.
That is me.
That's straight up fucking not you.
That's not you, is it?
100% me. Yes, it is.
And who's the blonde off to your left shoulder?
That's Vicky. That's Vicky Roth. And the guy on my right.
On your right there in front of you?
That's Tarek Rainford. We lost him about 8 years ago. God rest his soul.
Okay, so other than that,
this is from '92.
What was the first vinyl that you decided you need to have on a CD?
I don't know if I got a CD remake from anything vinyl, because vinyl was just vinyl. I kind of I think switched over into CD.
So you never decided, okay, let's see what this new format's about. I'm going to get one of my favorite albums on CD.
I could tell you what the first CD I ever bought was.
What was it?
It was the first CD that was suggested to me. I went and I had saved up money. I'm a teenager. And I went to Drucker's on Route 46 in Little Falls and bought a CD player. I had a component. I had a turntable, receiver, blah, 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 tape player. So I bought it was Techniques. I bought a Techniques CD player to put it in.
Nice.
And I'm like, and they had some records
first
there. And he suggested and CDs, and this was brand new technology. This was 84. 84, 85, I believe it was 84, but somewhere between 84 and 85. And
I will tell you it's 85.
And I bought, it was 85, there was 85 then, yeah. But I bought the first CD I bought was the one that was suggested. It was talked about. It was the first one that was recorded all digitally, and it was the best sounding CD that everybody was saying at the time, that you need to get this CD because this is the best amazing sound right here. Get the CD. So it's the first CD that I bought. Take a
You're
guess.
gonna tell us eventually.
Dire Straits.
Dire Straits. Yeah.
Money for Nothing. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So mine was, and this is
Well, it was Brothers in Arms. That was
Brothers in Arms. Okay.
Brothers in Arms, yeah.
Oh my God, that
Fuck, I can't even remember.
the man's too the man's too big. The guitar riff in that blew a lot of speakers.
Yeah.
If you play that again, you'll understand what I'm talking about. I'll tell you why I know it's 85, because it was my freshman year in college, and I went to Rutgers, so in Brunswick. There was Music from a Different Kitchen was the name of the record store. And they were starting to bring in CDs. We didn't really have CDs in the U.S. yet. She was bringing them in from England. They started doing CDs first, and they were bringing them in. And so my first one that I ordered from her to bring in for me was Night at the Opera by Queen.
Oh, okay.
So that was my first CD.
And by the way, just putting that up again. I can't see, but can you read the name on the top there?
I can't read anything on there.
The picture, it's just a picture.
There.
Other way.
It's just a picture.
There.
John Vincent something, and you're
All right, there you
not
Keep
over.
going a little bit more. Yeah.
You're not over enough.
Oh, it
Yeah.
wasn't? I'm sorry.
No.
John
There
Vincent
you go.
Sladen,
There you
Tariq Wild, Ranford, and Vicky Roth after hours.
There you go.
After hours.
So, Rod, did you remember your first CD?
I can't remember the first one. I mean, it was just like getting CDs coming off of, the days of Columbia House where we get all the record for 1 penny. Like, yeah, I'll send you the rest of the money. Yeah, we'll see how that works out.
I think I still owe them money. Yeah.
Oh no, we all do. And when I say we all, I don't mean the three of us. I mean everyone.
Everybody who's listening.
Now I can think of CDs back then, like LL Walking with the Panther, and
Oh, that was great.
Public Enemy.
Ladies love Cool James.
Yeah. I can remember some of I got a whole thing of CDs that are stacked up and stuff too, but
Yes's 90210 was I used to love anytime that I got a new speaker system or whatever.
By the way, I just want to correct you really quick because
it's 90215.
It's 90125.
90125.
90210 was a TV show.
Oh, that's right.
over in Beverly Hills.
90215.
Yeah.
So 90215.
90125. 90125.
90125. You put that in.
877.
That would, yeah. So yes is 392.
No math on the show. There you go.
So yes is 39213. If you put that into you could test your speaker system to figure out how well you were set up for the stereo.
Oh, really?
Because of owner of a lonely heart. Boom, 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 boom. You'd have it you'd have it in left channel, then the right channel, and then center channel. And that's how you could tell if your speakers were set up properly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go. And then
Okay.
Doug Smith just commented. He said, "First CD from vinyl, the
Pogues.
Pogues.
Oh,
Red Roses for me, I guess." And then Brian Boat commented, "CD players came out in U.S. March of '83. I don't remember until '84. I
don't remember until 84, and I don't remember
Was
getting
it
my first CD
84?
until
I
85.
think it was '84 that I got it. I'm just going to double check here because it was right when Brothers in
You know
Arms
what?
came out.
It may have been that not all the CDs were in the U.S. yet. And that maybe is why I had to order from England to get the Queen one.
Now I can remember being a radio DJ, and you guys probably remember this too. Like at first, they started putting the CD stuff into the studio.
All right, it was released on May 17th, 1985. So there you go.
And we were like, we're not going to play CDs. We play vinyl. I can remember us like fighting with the station director, and we let them. CDs would sit there like forever. Like we just would do the vinyl records and stuff, and then finally they started to get edged in a little bit more and more and stuff.
Well, the radio station I was on, I had a Techniques portable
Techniques as well. Oh, okay.
I had
portable CD. Okay.
I had the portable CD player, so I jacked it into the board. RCA jacks into the board.
Only way to go. You make that digital analog. That's what you did. So.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do because we were an analog system. So I put it into the board, started playing my first CD, and I blew the station right off the air. There was fire. I'm not kidding. There was fire. There was smoke. The program director, studio manager, came running in, got us rewired shit to get us back online. And my next show, he had redone stuff. He goes, "Okay, we're protected now. You can plug in." And this was in '86, as a matter of fact.
Wow.
That's pretty funny.
That is pretty funny, yeah.
Yeah, I knocked the station off the air for the rest of the day. Luckily, I was the last DJ of the night every night.
Yeah.
I always close the show down, but the station down.
Yeah,
Ready, Johnny?
Vinyl was good stuff back in the day.
Vinyl was.
Well, on my show, you were talking about RPM, BPMs, beats per minute.
That's my best picture of me.
That's
That's my best picture of me playing. There you go, right there.
There you go.
You mentioned beats per minute, and
no beard or anything. Look at that.
Look at that.
Also, no gray hair, but that's besides the point.
Yeah,
little bit of angst.
And you look a little angry. You look a little angry. But the disc jockey before me, him and I became good friends. So we did, because we had 4-hour shows. So he would do 2 hours himself.
You had 4-hour shows? We had literally 2-hour shows.
We had 4-hour shows. So he'd do 2 hours by himself. We'd do 4 hours together. Then I'd do 2 hours by myself after he left. And one time I had set one of the records up, and just to fuck with me, and you remember you had to bring it back half a turn. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't looking. He pushed it forward half a turn. So when I started the album, it went like, you son of a bitch.
Now, I will say, I got Isley Brothers and shit here too. I'm just looking through stuff. I can remember the most vivid vinyl moment when I was a radio DJ, as far as coming in one day and my music director was like, "You got to hear this album," and I'm like, "What album is it?" He's like, "You got to just listen to it." Like it was the Cypress Hill debut album.
Oh Jesus!
And it just like fell in love. Like that was an album that was from top to bottom, just solid bangers all the way through.
When I worked in a studio for years, we used samples of those drums on that first Cypress Hill album.
Mm-hmm.
What's interesting, we've had 2 mentions on the show today. Carrie was out. She works for a nonprofit for the schools for underprivileged children, and she was just out helping set up one of the schools for the upcoming year. She was out in Cypress Hill, right by the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
And someone else we mentioned just earlier, just probably 100 yards north of her was Jackie Robinson's grave.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So who was mentioned earlier on the show as well.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting that both these things have been mentioned on the show today. And it wasn't me.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mentioned, and this is my fault because I kept it going, but it's getting late. We need to. Some of us need to get up in the morning.
Yeah, you guys are chatty Cathy's on here, I tell you.
Some of us need to get up before others of us.
Yeah, especially the one person who's waiting to get into the bedroom right now, whose birthday is tomorrow.
Well, there's that one. Yes,
she's going to kill me.
Her birthday. Well, her birthday.
Happy
you can't even
birthday
say
to
her
her.
birthday is tomorrow. Her birthday's actually in
an hour, 40
minutes.
Yeah.
So, but on that note, if you will, why am I frozen? Oh, there we go.
You were briefly, yeah. Oh, where's my purple? Where's my purple highlighter? How can I?
Doug Smith.
There it is.
You need one of those Dave Chappelle wrap it up machines like he had on the skit that time. Start playing the music.
God, I friggin' miss Chappelle. I miss him.
Like wrap it up, B, and the music starts playing.
Exactly. One of my favorite things was him and Wayne Brady doing Training Day.
Yeah.
I'm Wayne Brady, bitch.
Yeah. All right, Rod, stick around. We'll talk to you for a couple seconds after we're on. But on that note, we will wrap up the show for today. We want to thank everybody for watching, and for those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our website, www.logroom.com. That's LEGERROOM.com. And please remember, like us and follow us on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, our YouTube channel. All of them are at The Log Room. Remember, we go live with the video podcast on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Twitch every Tuesday night around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, except for tonight. We had some extenuating circumstances. So we started a little later, but no worries.
It's kind
on
of
that
normal
one.
for us, yeah.
It's kind of normal for us at that point. Anyway, and for those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on our audio host, Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Pandora, Amazon Music Podcast, iTunes Music, YouTube Music, TuneIn, Podcast Addict, CastBox, Deezer, Podchaser, Listen Notes. Pretty much anywhere you can find an audio podcast, you will find the Log Room Guys Craft Beer Podcast. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds, and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. Rod, once again, thank you so much for coming on. It's a blast every time you do.
Thank you.
We will talk to you soon. We'll talk to you after we sign off. But on that note, we'll talk to you next week, folks. Got a good show for you next week as well. We'll talk to you then. Take care. Cheers.
Cheers.
7.5. I thought it was a little better than that.
You sounded out of breath at some point.
I thought it was a little bit. Well, it's also 20 after 10, so.
Yeah, and
you got to give me points for that.
You've had beers. I'm not giving you fucking points for that.
Of course not.
Man up, you.
Just wait till I give you your rating from last week. That's all. Ciao,
I'm
folks. We'll see you next week.
expecting like a 5-7.
Cheers.